microphone and stop talking about September 11th. Because
no, keep talking about it.
I'm not going to. That's not
that
that's not the kind of content that we have on our stream.
Are we live now?
We are live.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're all live.
Well, you got the tail end of that.
No.
Oh, the tail end.
Let's stop.
You better stop.
Let's limit how many jokes we make on this subject
There's
matter.
no jokes. It's all very serious. It's a serious situation.
Matter.
First thing I hear is September 11th. That's freaky.
My God. I have to. Oh man. Hi.
Quick, like that video I sent you. It'll destroy everyone's minds and they'll forget.
I didn't watch that video.
I didn't watch most of it either. It's difficult.
Anything that has animals in it. Anyway.
The singing dog was awesome.
Yeah, sure. What's going on? What are we doing here? Hi. Hello. Welcome to the program. We're here not to talk about
Stop.
conspiracies.
Controversial subject
Yeah,
matter.
we're
Does it smell
here.
like gas in here, or is it just
That's
like gas?
yes.
I mean, is it just me, or is it
I
actually?
actually smell a little bit too. I assumed it was the energy drink for today.
Wait, was it when I came?
I assume it's your
Maybe.
neighbor just splashing gasoline on all the walls.
I didn't track the time-space coordinates that exactly. I don't remember exactly when I started smelling it, but yes, I agree. I smell
Okay,
it.
Okay.
so no one smoke.
No one should smoke. I'll go check the burners to make sure I don't have a burner on or something.
You know, it smells like car gasoline,
Yeah.
not natural gas gasoline.
I mean, the reason I asked is
Maybe it's.
I fill up my car every time before I come
Well, I
here.
got gas right before this.
Yeah, I did too, but
Okay.
I don't think it smelled like gas when I was in my car.
Maybe I stepped on a pile
That's
of
disrespectful.
Oh.
You shouldn't do that with Sammy's corpse.
Stepped on a pile of gas.
A pool, like a puddle. of
By the
gas.
way, here's a little fun fact.
Oh,
If you're ever filling up your car
Yes.
and you the gasoline lights and you basically have a flamethrower, you're supposed to leave it in your car as opposed to taking it out and squirting it all over.
How would you know if it had lit if it wasn't?
Well, I
out
think
of your
it's more
car?
like you pulled it out and it started on flames. Just stick it back in your car.
Put it back in there.
Shove it back like, whoa, not my problem.
So if it catches flame while it's in your
Oh, that's
car,
mine.
then put
Yeah,
it
I
back
think
in your
it's
car.
one of
That's
those things
mine.
where you can,
Mine.
if you have like a static discharge when you're going to
Grab it or something.
grab it,
Or if you like have your cigarette in your hand. Like,
yeah,
Which is actually
Yeah.
where happens.
yeah.
So why would that not make my entire car explode?
No, it certainly will.
It will.
That's better
Sorry,
than
is
having
the advice to mitigate the damage to the gas
it's
station?
better than having the gas station explode.
Yeah, spray like you pull it out and spray gas all over like the dispenser and shit. Like, oh my god!
Well, I want to get rid of all the gasoline.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
be a
explode.
better way.
pump it straight back into the source. The liquid
Can't just,
inside
like,
will put out the fire.
Pull the handle and then it won't.
Yeah, I think that a real solution is to stop pumping gas.
I got it finished now. It's not at an even 10 yet, so we gotta keep pumping.
Oh dear.
Yes. Well, speaking of dangerous chemicals and getting lit on fire, what
Yeah.
do we do the Nas Minute?
All right, I like that we've got glasses like turned over, ready to go.
Yeah.
Zestadol makes a good point.
slide them down the...
Zestadol says needs oxygen to burn, less oxygen in the gas tank versus the air.
Wow, what a nerd. Who is this guy?
Zestadil is one of our biggest fans.
Never heard of him.
He's great.
That's not true at all. He was a good friend of mine.
What?
Alright.
Until the
Until he sprayed gasoline all over the place.
Oh man, I love having ghosts in chat. Rest
So
in peace.
we've got super. This is actually super dry. So like this is the Chardonnay.
Sand.
This is the Chardonnay. Those are dry, right? Like
The Chardonnay of energy drinks.
energy drinks. It's the
Yeah.
Monster
Yeah.
Energy.
I'm not used to contexts in which dry is a positive thing. Like,
What
oh,
about
yeah,
like
dry cider.
It's so dry.
It's extra strength nitrous technology. So
Is that the gas we've been smelling?
it might be. So
love-
let's see.
Isn't nitrous what dentists give you so that you don't remember?
I think so, yeah.
So that way
Let me
they
read-
can
let me
like, go
read
through.
this
They
here.
can go through your pockets.
It might.
Yeah, we'll clarify. what the
Let's
copyright
clarify.
is.
Yeah. So don't let the skinny can fool you. Monster
Doesn't
Energy.
get drier than this.
Monster Energy Extra Strength packs a full load of our tried and true energy blend. Call us crazy, but we supercharged our Monster Energy base, then injected it with nitrous. Then injected it with nitrous oxide.
The laughing
You
gas.
said venom. I thought you said venom injected
No,
it.
no. For a unique texture. Okay. Smooth, drinkable flavor and buzz that's big as ever. Unleash the Nitro Beast. So, nitrous oxide, if you've ever played the
This thing has like 8 different names.
If you've ever played the Need for Speed games,
Yeah.
you know that nitrous oxide is what's used for making your car go really fast
Yeah.
street
Oh.
races.
It'll be
It's
like
not
that
the
for
dentist.
my
That's
body.
what the NOS energy drink is.
That would be Nos.
Is it
Nos.
Nos?
I don't know.
Nostrous.
Actually, you guys can go.
I don't want more than that.
You don't need to have it.
I don't want any.
That is a Kool-Aid. That is a
Antifreeze.
really...
Actually, you know what this reminds
bright
me
color.
of? Did you guys ever try those Ecto Cooler?
Yeah.
Do not slander Ecto Cooler by
No,
any
that-
comparison
I
to any
love
of these
Ecto
shitty
Cooler.
energy
It's
drinks.
the color. It's the
Yeah.
color of it.
Doesn't smell bad.
It smells like
It
gasoline.
smells like Lime Monster.
Yeah.
Fine, monster.
Lime Monster.
Smells
Yeah, I
can't
think
wait.
dangerously inviting.
It's,
I
yeah,
can't wait to unleash the Nitro Beast.
It's like a Mountain Dew. Oh, no. What it is? It smells like an OK soda. You guys ever remember that?
I do remember okay so
Yeah, it was.
I've never
like,
heard of
Was it okay?
It was like someone mixed like a Mountain Dew and Pepsi. I think
Yeah.
more or less what it was.
Did it melt steel beams?
It did
That's amazing.
completely.
Like even Coke can do that.
So who's got the toast?
The toast shut down.
The toast of the day.
Last time we all
We
toasted,
did.
all
We
toasted,
all toasted
to
Brendan.
Brendan.
I think
That's
Brendan
me.
should all toast us now.
Yeah.
Sure.
All the
okay.
Brendan should toast us.
Individually.
Yes.
Make it better than Lobos' toast, which was, yeah, same as what Ryan said.
Yep.
I mean, what Ryan
Thanks.
said was very touching.
It's not fair. He went first.
I was also touching
Yeah.
you under the table while I said
Oh
that.
my.
Yes,
Yeah.
please leave my shoes alone.
That was my favorite part.
I tried to clean them and you messed them back up. Yeah, I could do that. No. What do I have to toast? I will toast.
Fuck, I'm on the spot.
Oh man, I
That
love
was-
improvisation.
Yeah. Yes, and
Yes. That's a good game.
no. Instead, that's like the opposite of improv.
Right. Ryan, you're always good for a laugh. Thank you so much. Herbie, I can always count on you to help me design stuff, regardless of what it is or how ridiculous a scope we've set for ourselves in the pursuit of getting everyone to the table to have a good time. So thank you for that.
Cool. Welcome.
Lobos, you are an uncommonly generous individual. You are.
Too bad.
Ludicrously handsome.
Thank you.
Isn't your toast?
Sorry.
Tiger Crush, you inspire me day after day to improve myself as a person. So thank you very much. Thank you, friends, for playing with me each and every Thursday. Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Don't tell Fieldy.
Wow, that is dry.
Oh, man.
They weren't lying.
They were.
I can feel it sucking the water out of my body.
Yeah, like I'm thirstier
Yeah.
now than when I started.
You know what though? I like it.
It's like, you know what? I like it too.
It's actually not
tastes
bad
fine.
at all. Like,
It's just very sophisticated.
Maybe-
Like I imagine kind of sitting here with my eyeball.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's
The
actually like a
aristocracy.
well, it's actually a significant brand of energy drink this time. It's not like Hello Kitty or some other obscure off-brand. It's like
Go
Yes,
Girl.
go
Yeah,
girl.
Wasn't high brand enough for you?
yeah, this is actually Monster. I mean,
Yeah,
like
this is
I don't drink
2016
energy drinks,
movie.
but even I recognize the name.
It's like I don't like sodas and syrupy things, but outside it's not
Yeah.
offensive in any capacity.
Yeah, I think this would go really good with vodka.
I don't know if that's medically recommended.
Wouldn't,
No, I mean,
well, I mean, vodka is itself kind of dry, so wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They both just evaporate. Be like one of those.
You know what you need? Is
You're
some
drinking
water.
this cough
in there.
out.
Oh,
It
you
does
want-
get-
if you want to see someone get really nice at a party, slip them some water.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, before we commence with Dungeons & Dragons, we have something else to attend to. I got a belated birthday present
Yeah.
from Walnut.
Largest walnuts.
Largest walnut. We have a couple of things here. We have the Taroka deck for the D&D Curse of Strahd adventure, which may or may not be arriving on stream sometime in the future, maybe for a Halloween episode or something like that. You know, Halloween's right around the corner.
I'm actually,
I saw the buckets out here.
Oh, those are great for buckets.
actually, lore-wise, you can get pulled into the Ravenloft from any other part of the D&D universe, so it might even be of our characters. Who knows?
Maybe.
Like, didn't a Sorcerer King get pulled into Ravenloft at some point?
I don't know, Herbie. Did one? But this is really cool. It's got, so this will come in handy not just for Ravenloft type stuff, but also for our D&D speedruns, like the one that we did at Fast Fair, because it is basically a tarot deck, which means it has all kinds of cool, creepy images on them and stuff like that. So, thank you for that. We also have something for everyone to enjoy, both of us
Reese's?
and everyone at home.
Okay.
Don't fill up on candy too quickly, Fat Wizard, because we've got Jelly Belly Bean Boozled Jelly
those are
Beans.
so good.
Fuck, who did that?
Dare to compare.
No.
Caution, contains weird and wild flavors.
Yes.
This is
Is
the
canned dog poop one of them?
this is
Yes.
the 3rd edition, and it contains 2 new flavors. And it has a spinner wheel game inside. You know what we should do is we should modify the Wheel of Demons
The Wheel of
to
Death.
just have jelly beans.
No.
Or we could correspond a demon to a jelly bean.
Actually, that's really awesome because those things are kind of hard to find.
This is truly... Oh man, the spinner is even like built into the box.
What flavors does it have?
Yeah.
Oh, so I
Really
think
flavor.
actually we had a 3rd edition box previously because...
Oh, okay.
Lawn Clippings and Lime, which was a favorite from last time, is one of the new ones.
Lawn clippings was not bad.
So was Stinky Socks, or the good version, 2
I
and
see
3.
canned dog food.
There's definitely canned dog food, or its
Yes.
companion, chocolate
Oh, Lotus
pudding.
Walnut's here. Thank you, Lotus Walnut. I'm so psyched.
Oh.
Like me and Bill love this aspect of the game, and everyone else detests it, which makes me like it even more.
Oh man, maybe we should save these for Bill to get back.
Yeah,
I think that's only fair.
Oh man.
that does sound fair.
Well, what if you know, there's tons of them. Considering that Walnut took the trouble to get us this, why don't we do a round?
Yeah,
And then we'll put them away, and we'll have them as a fixture for, you know, crits and fails and such.
I dig it.
Herbie, I complimented you. Why don't you give it a shot?
Sure.
So, no. You have to spin the wheel.
Oh no.
Well, you got a
Donation.
now.
This donation won't save you.
Yeah,
Might.
Cute Fennec donated $20. Thank you.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
thank you.
Ferret donated $20. Don't make me eat the beans.
I say we let him go. No, but that's fine. Thank you, Cute Fennec. Or maybe there's something in chat that I haven't seen. Maybe not just yet,
Not yet,
but that's
thank
fine.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so stick the box under the camera. The camera is sort of looking at the starburst right this second, so switch it out for right there.
Oh, right. So right here.
Yeah. Now we're
Man,
cooking with gas.
Cool.
Ready?
Give the wheel of beans a
Don't
spin.
get canned dog food.
I got. Looks like
got love.
it's either the blue or the green. I can't tell for sure.
That's blue.
Let's say blue.
Blue. Perfect. That's the one that was not good. That was not bad
Oh,
either way.
very blue or toothpaste.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one decent.
I always eat toothpaste anyway. So.
Well, it's mint toothpaste. So
What is that one? Canned dog food.
Yes.
Canned dog food or chocolate pudding.
didn't we ban canned dog food because it's made the entire room smell like
Yeah,
farts?
it's that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Those
Yeah.
are
We made
atrocious.
no such deal.
Yes, we we did back in the day.
Oh man.
I got, oh god, peach or barf.
Ugh.
Wow. Come on, put some muscle behind that
please
muscle.
be peach.
We got baby wipes or you moved it.
No, I was glad to see it.
Or coconut.
No, baby wipes or coconut.
Baby
It
wipes.
was
Hopefully
like-
not used baby
There's like
wipes.
1,000 whites. I don't know which. Is this the right color?
Let me see. Looks like it's just straight up white.
Yeah, just straight white.
No speckles.
Okay.
Oh,
No
just like me.
speckles. Are you gonna take a hit here?
I am,
Yeah.
though I risk having rotten egg, which is of course the worst.
I don't know. Canned dog food.
Canned
is-
dog food was really
Canned
bad.
dog
Dog food is
yeah.
pretty bad.
It was so bad.
There's an area
Mold-
effect. That's
moldy
the problem.
cheese is really bad too.
Yeah, but canned dog
Speaking
food
of
is, like,
which,
hot
Caramel
shit.
corn or moldy cheese. All right, lads, let's get ready to experience beans.
Oh.
You know what's
Hikari
coming.
wants to know if he or she can donate to make Lobos eat too.
I mean,
Which I think.
well, we said you can't affect the game, but that's not the game.
you can't affect the game, and I won't ask Lobos to do that
I
if you
will.
donate.
I'll beat his ass if he doesn't do it.
Oh, shit. I don't like where this is going.
Look, we're fulfilling the terms of Polo. You don't want this,
Buddy.
I promise you.
Hey, you want mine below?
If somebody dies, they have to eat all of it. at
Polo
once.
is
Oh my
not
God.
one.
Are we trying to kill them in real life?
Is a dying penalty enough? My God.
No. But it's.
All right, is this your water here, Tiger Rush?
Yes.
Are we doing this all at once?
I
or-
think we are.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Largest Walnut.
It's been a pleasure knowing you
It's
all.
a blessing for all of us.
It's been an honor and a pleasure
I've
tonight.
got the worst one. I don't know what you guys are belly
I have no
about.
problems. Let's do it.
I'm gonna bellyache
Let's
about
do
my
it.
actual.
Let's do
belly.
it.
Ah.
Success!
No, that's definitely baby wipes.
Chocolate pudding. Mm-hmm.
I got barf.
Toothpaste.
I was the only one that got the good one then.
Oh, I almost actually threw up.
Huh?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, if I puke on stream, I'm gonna never be able to stream ever again.
What? Then you just have a new stream thing.
Ugh.
Eat shit till I barf.
I don't think that. I think
Speaking
that
of
allows
which,
terms of service.
I heard McDonald's in Texas is starting a 1/3 pound burger. I know it doesn't seem that impressive, but
I think I took the wrong type. I did caramel corn or moldy cheese,
Well,
and it was caramel corn, and I thought it was barf, but it wasn't that bad. So I waited, and I think it's caramel corn.
well, you fucked up.
Popcorn has always been a nasty
moldy
one, even in
cheese.
the normie, in the normal beans.
Have you heard of hot pepper gaming?
yes.
That's
Yes.
pretty good.
You know what? We should do one called Big Burger Gaming. Where you have to. You have
burger.
to.
What do you got?
You have to,
Fail.
you have to eat a burger and then do a game review. Oh,
Sounds
that'd be
really
awesome.
easy.
Yeah. Moose Burger's great, guys.
It's big. It's a big one.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Note to self: use no more spells that require die rolls on my part.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have to say,
I roll so many
Baby
dice.
Wipes was. I mean, I wouldn't expect that to be good, but they really nailed just like chemically. You know, it's like that.
Whose
sense
job is it to do that?
I don't know, but
Like
it's
who? Like what path does someone take in life to be like? Well,
I think chemist is a potential path.
You know,
Guess
we
so.
should ditch. I don't want to be controversial here. I'm sorry. Right? We should ditch the fucking NOS angle, and we should get sponsored by those motherfuckers.
Jelly beans.
Yeah,
Or,
Bamboozle,
what's-
Bean Boozle. They're
What the
whatever
fuck
they're
are they?
called.
Jelly bellies.
Yeah, they went for Harry Potter. We're not that different.
They
This
have
is
a
literally
dun-
Harry
what if
Potter.
it was a
yeah, we're
Dungeons
basically
and
the Harry
Dragons
Potter of 2016.
Yeah.
version of jelly beans.
It's like still big.
Fireball.
Yes, fireball
stuck in
can be
my
like a hot
teeth.
cinnamon. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
um,
like super hot, and yeah,
And then like blight could be just
it could taste just like dog shit.
ashes.
Like lightning bolt could have like the pop rock stuff inside, so it tingles a little when you eat it.
Yeah, but it's got to be bad. Is the thing.
It doesn't have to be bad. Fireball could
And
just
like
be like a hot
cloud of
cinnamon.
daggers could just be razor blades.
just thumbtacks poking out of the jelly bean. This one looks legit. So like, as I was saying, the baby wipes.
Razor blade. No, cloud of daggers could taste like blood.
Foxhound is gonna barf monster.
My empire is falling apart.
Like, it's not that the taste is that bad. It's just like, you know, when it's like gets on your hands, that like cleaning solution, and it never goes away. That's inside my mouth.
You should drink some Monster.
I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Oh, it'll dry it out. It'll suck all the fuck.
Unleash the nitro beast.
oh, my life.
I'm so glad we have these beans.
Thank you so much for sending them to me for my birthday.
It's like my birthday.
Okay. What happened last time?
Everyone failed to realize that their friend was a alcoholic. It was really upsetting to me on a personal level.
what happened in a more like narrative sense?
That's all I remember.
We got a lot of history lessons and figured out Marvin was actually created
Oh yeah.
and played a fairly significant role in history, as it turns out.
What is that?
You ever heard of George Washington?
The Wildcat. This is my notification.
No, I haven't. Can you tell me about him?
What?
It's like I swallowed Windex over here.
He was a tall
Well,
man.
goodbye.
He was what?
He was a tall man.
He was tall. Do you know the George Washington song? Okay.
6 foot tall, weighs a fucking ton.
All right.
Don't use profanity.
I believe you.
Whoops. There was our
This is a
sponsorship.
family-friendly stream brought to you by Bean.
No, I didn't even have the Jelly Belly money. I have nothing. No, seriously, what happened last time?
Well, let's get into that. So we figured out Marvin's has actually been around for a while.
Didn't we start by killing Xamatrix, or was that?
That was
That
the
was
session
yeah,
before.
awesome.
Oh yeah, it was because people got mad at me on YouTube for
Learn some,
laughing.
learn some nice history about Marvin and the world in general. He apparently sealed the sand kraken away at some point, which
Dust
is
kraken.
Dust kraken. I always say sand because it's
Possibly
Atlas.
released it again like a dick.
Yeah, that's unclear at the moment. Maybe a little still, though. It certainly looks like it's a possibility. Let's see. We also got Chevron back on speaking terms with Marcus, which was hilariously good to have happened that easily. I was worried that was going to be more trouble than that ended up being.
Yeah.
Then we promptly short-circuited Chevron by trying to show him Marvin's true form, which some spell is working very hard to keep from happening.
Thanks.
The same spell nearly blasted Antoria through a wall when he tried to remove it, so someone was pretty serious about not letting those two, or rather not letting Chevron at least see who he's been walking around with. And then
You alright over there?
It's still in my stomach. Like every time I swallow, more of the veneer comes off of my teeth, and it's just like literally Windex. Keep going. Don't stop.
Sure.
There was a warrior guy. His like name's like the Ultimate Warrior or something. I don't remember specifically what it was.
Something
But
like that.
That was who Marvin was fighting, and we learned a little bit about him. Right, he was a sword, the warmonger or something.
Warbringer.
Warbringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after our interesting history lessons and finding out a little bit more about Marvin, we went to visit a druid who we'd been asked to make peace with on behalf of, oh frick, what was his name?
Dojak.
Dojat, yeah.
Dojat.
And also to deliver Barrett's ashes since he came from the Circle of Druids. Druid wasn't terribly impressed with us and didn't let us actually speak to the whole circle or anything, but
He did. He was like, "Oh, your
Oh.
friend is literally covered in lion tattoos. Maybe he shouldn't come home with me."
yeah, he has standards.
It turns
I
out
guess.
Cade just has like Hamanu rules number 1 across his forehead.
So we talked with the druid, he dropped off the ashes. He told us a little bit about Gulg and gave us the name and a way to contact a friendly wizard there, probably Veiled Alliance, although he didn't say that. And we need that because Gulg apparently is closed to outsiders as a rule. So without some help, we would probably have a lot of trouble actually getting in to deal with the pillar there. And that was where we left off.
Alright.
In Druid Campfire Land.
That's the one where we had to we have a branch with sap.
Yeah, and we
right?
have to
We're supposed
stir a
it.
drink with it. Yep.
I hope the Templars just kind of call you off as soon as you do
You're
that.
supposed to see it, and we're supposed to tell him Solomon has given us safe passage. I've written that down. What?
Salmon?
I said
Salmon is
Solo
Solomon.
Man.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Solomon, because he's
Solo
alone.
man.
Solo Man, because there's only one of them.
Yeah, there actually is no druid circle. You're just bluffing.
Everything is a lie.
Well, it is Atlas.
Great, thank you. Does anyone else have any business to take care of? I'm sorry. Squeaky did a funny thing in chat where he did 2 cats with sunglasses and Hamanu in between.
Yeah, that's why that's Kate's tattoo. It's on the back.
Squeaky's pretty good. Does anyone else have any business to attend to before we commence operations?
Nothing that means anything anymore.
Oh, mercy. Alright, well you guys...
Do you want some
The other
suckers?
noteworthy thing, I think this was last session. Kate mailed a severed hand.
Oh
to
yes,
his
there was.
sister.
That did,
Yes.
Yeah, there was a very important FedEx package
Yeah.
sent out.
So that was good. So his sister's gladiatorial slave.
Yeah, Godfather message.
Yeah. So just give her that back.
Perfect. Wonderful. Well, then you guys set off through the Crescent Forest, heading southwest towards the city of Gulg. Still a couple of days out. But you guys are seasoned travelers. You know your way through the forest. You use your survival skills to find a path that takes you away from dangerous areas and places where you feel there may be predators lurking. And you spend most of the day traveling, and sure enough, you come to a stop that evening. You guys continuing on through the night or setting up camp?
Should probably set up camp.
It only makes sense to set up camp, I think.
Wouldn't do much if we got there in the middle of the night anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
About how do we have an idea of how much longer we have to travel? Like another day or?
It's probably at least another day's travel, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, camp sounds good.
Cool. And Toria will cast an alarm spell around the camp as usual.
Okay.
Keyed for us to not set it off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm particularly fresh. I'll take first watch if you guys don't mind.
That's fine by me. I'm feeling alright myself. So, I'll take second, I guess.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter because you're going to do diary.
Yes, that's
Yes.
very specifically what I'm waiting to hear.
Tanger will keep watch with all of you as well, so we'll have an extra set of eyes.
Well, there goes
Dude.
my plans.
Try not to kill him while you're alone. You seem to have some kind of problem with him that I've not quite figured out yet.
Well, he's at least a small one, so
Oh, birds.
yes.
Well, if you grow to disdain everything that damages us on our travels, it's going to be a pretty short list of what you can tolerate.
I don't mind that.
Fair enough.
And I'll take third watch with Tanger.
Okay.
So Tanger's on all watches, and then I'm on last.
And
That's fair.
no one lets Marvin be awake while the rest of the party's asleep.
He usually doesn't volunteer for watch anyway. Are you kidding?
During the third watch,
Okay.
there is a rustle in the upper branches of the trees near
Aw.
your campsite.
Oh.
Fireball. We don't necessarily need to dig into it, but just Cade would be doing his normal prayers during his watch, but just as a reminder,
Yes.
He's sort of trying to skew the party. He's like, oh, we should pursue Marvin's past that conveniently aligns with the
Yes.
directionality of my divine purpose.
Yes.
Just so we don't lose that thread, he's supposed to be taking Marvin there for some mysterious reason.
Yes.
And he's trying to scooch them there.
But you still haven't told Marvin.
No, he hasn't told anyone that. Why would he tell them that? He just bizarrely started protecting Marvin.
Do Toria and Tanger need to make perception checks, or we already hear this thing?
Give me a perception check for both of you guys.
Alright, and Toria's will be the white die. Actually, one quick moment. Haven't done one for a while. Yeah, he has advantage on sight checks.
Okay.
I dropped the yike.
Well,
Can't.
That you failed the dex checks.
Yeah. You and your bird are dead.
Tanger's is a 20,
Yeah,
and Toria's is a 15.
15. You don't spot anything. However, Tanger spots. It looks like a large jungle cat of some kind, but it's moving in a peculiar way. It actually looks like, for something that's as big and, as theoretically as graceful as a big cat should be, it's actually moving kind of like clumsily, almost awkwardly. Almost maybe like if it's injured or something like that kind of thing.
Alright, Tanger chirps at Antoria to get my attention. And Toria will share senses with him to see the beast for himself, pick that up, and then he'll wake up the party.
Okay.
Quietly, though. He's not actually in a hurry about this.
Okay.
Like, say, over the course of the next 2 rounds, waking everyone up quietly.
Okay, who are you waking up first?
Cade.
yeah, he loves me. Okay, what does he initiate with?
Something...
Cade, you brush him and he's like,
How far out does your alarm spell go?
20-foot cube.
Okay.
There's something in the trees. It seems to be a cat, but it's injured or something. A large jungle cat, don't get me wrong, a dangerous animal, but there's definitely something odd about its behavior.
Sorry, another question. Does alarm only deals with people or figures that intrude?
Anything larger than tiny that's animate, I think. Let me double check that real quick.
Okay.
It's been a while since it's been tripped. Alarm. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area.
Okay.
I'll say, like, what do you mean injured? Can I see it?
Give me a
Tori,
perception
yeah,
check.
and Tori will point towards it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Bean.
No, I don't want to.
No.
Bill needs to be here for them, but I'll take a sip of.
Yeah, he'll get slimed. Spectacular. You spot the dark figure of some sort of a quadruped up in the trees, yes.
Okay. And I can see that it's sort of moving weird. Or whatever.
Actually, it's settled. It's still now. It seems like it was moving into position when Tanger spotted it.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of narrow my eyes towards him. That's what I'll say. I see it. Wake the others.
Alright, and Tori will wake Marcus next.
I'm gonna use my divine sense, just in case it's an undead demon celestial. I
Cat,
that.
large,
Up, but
probably.
Okay.
Major.
I'm gonna guess probably not, but doesn't cost
No, nothing like that pops up.
Okay.
Marcus, you awaken to two things: Antoria trying to get your attention, and a pair of boulders are flying through the air at you.
Wait a minute, but they followed us all the way to the tower?
Good.
What's your AC?
19.
19. These are both absolutely going to hit.
Okay.
Jeez. The party started.
I love to party.
You didn't finish your map, right? So you're like, nope. You wake up being battered by enemies on all sides. Roll initiative.
Oh, I guess we'll do a boss rush. Here, we're gonna fight all the bosses you've already fought. Okay.
That was a long time ago. The Elder Rogers or whatever.
So
The
one.
tower with a bag of rocks that just came alive and started
Oh, man.
hitting everything to it and followed us all the way
Rocks.
through.
Rocks and birds, man.
Oh, get it?
Rocks.
Oh,
That was a rock, wasn't it? That attacked me.
was an actual rock. Oh yes, sorry. I thought you were talking about. Man, this is a clip show. We're just going back.
Yeah.
over writer's
That's
memories.
right.
Oh man, that's
Kane's
right.
just not in any of the memories.
Okay, you take 15 damage from the first rock.
Ow.
And yes, 30 damage from the second rock.
Oh, good.
It's not nice.
And everyone can give me initiative rolls, please.
Ow.
15.
15. That's your Antoria.
Yeah.
What game is this? Cade?
10.
Good God, my camera just fell down.
Rip. Good. 'Cause it's
Sorry,
taking me a
everyone.
second to type this message.
Good. I'm so pleased to have had this happen. Marvin,
22.
22. You're still asleep, unfortunately.
Thanks for waking me up.
Get into it.
Marcus,
7.
7.
I just got hit by boulders.
You did.
Which is kind of noisy. Maybe that'll wake Marvin up.
Remember.
The sound of his bones breaking.
Yeah. So
Or large rocks clanging together.
can I just roll myself back to sleep and regain all my health again?
Oh my God.
You're next to a bonfire, just touch it.
Exactly.
All the
right?
monsters
Just
will go away
reset them,
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question mark.
There's that. It's the Riddler.
Unless it's the enemy's close enough, they die out. The bonfire.
Yeah, I can't touch it.
How'd that happen?
Here is a foresty map that we can put.
I think it was against the Abyss Walkers. There's an enemy that spawns just close enough to the wall and was like trying to get to me. And I was like, what do I have to do to activate the bonfire? Like, why can't I do
yeah.
Like, I forgot that was
So where on this map are we hanging out at?
Just somewhere near the center is fine.
Alright, here.
I'm probably prone, honestly.
Yes. Yes, you and
I sleep standing up.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a Tanger one, I guess.
Yeah, that's
There's
probably in
some
a
gum.
bag somewhere. So Marvin, what you can do is you can give me a perception check with
Oh.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's gonna work out.
To see if you're gonna wake
Usually
up.
really good at
Yeah.
perception anyway.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
18 on the the die roll at least.
A what? I'm sorry?
I got a crit.
But a disadvantage, so it's the low one.
Oh,
But the low one's even not bad.
17.
17. Okay, you do manage to rouse yourself, but that is the end of your turn.
Thank you.
Antorio.
Alright, Tanger will do his thing first. Can he see anything else? He has dark vision 120 feet. Can you see anything other than the cat, like say where the boulders came from?
Yes, you can see a pair of very large four-armed figures.
They have large forearms. What?
Yeah, you know.
They do wrist of curls.
Yeah.
Very large form. Alright, cool. He will squawk in that direction to try and call
I thought
it.
you were talking about Tanger for a second.
So can Antorius see them now?
Oh, because he's still sharing senses.
Well, actually, let me see how long that lasts. Let's see. Insight, familiars, link, it's only for one turn, but I guess it's still one turn from when that started, although it ends now, right?
Yeah, okay. Then, yes, you see a pair of... they're far enough away that you can't see exactly their outlines, but you can see a pair of grape ape-shaped outlines.
Grape ape shape.
Let's see, where are they at about? What direction? I guess not. Or,
No, yeah, so they are in the woods, basically off in the direction past where Mike and Jeff are sitting.
Outside of the map.
Yeah, because they're basically like right on the edge of 120 feet away.
Did you just call him Mike?
I did, I'm
That was
sorry.
fucking-
Yeah,
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
I apologize to everyone.
Alright, well, I can't see them terribly well.
Hello.
Can I see them well enough to
You're
cast
so
on
cute.
at all, or is it just no?
If right now you have line of sight, at the end of your turn you're not going to anymore.
Ah, fair enough. Then in that case, I will... Toria will raise his hand and point at both of them while hurriedly checking the range on a spell.
That sounds like it takes more than 6 seconds.
Are they within 60 feet?
No,
Oh, they're not.
no, they're right at the edge of
120.
your...
Oh,
Yeah.
120. Okay, 120. Alright, and Toria will hold an action for that.
For what?
For
For the
both-
spell being in range?
them both being in range, but you also take cover behind a large enough tree if there is one.
So you're holding your action for if they close to within 60 feet.
If two hostile creatures close to within 60 feet, yes. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be those guys, just any two that I recognize as hostile.
Okay.
And I moved a little closer to them and I'm taking cover behind this tree thing. Back over the
Cade.
tree.
Marcus, you're next.
That was the longest turn in which he did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, well, we were trying to figure out what the situation was. I mean, there were no monsters on the map. I was kind of like, wait a
Because
minute.
they're like out here.
Yeah.
So there are two monsters. Do I know about these two because of Tanger's squawking? These two grape apes.
You know that the bird is squawking at something.
Okay, that is probably not Marcus.
But also that there's some sort of weird jungle cat up in the trees above you.
And how close is that?
That one is only like 30 feet up.
Okay.
Not like straight up, but like... So it's just outside of the cube, but it is like conspicuously in the trees above you guys, like as if it's stalking you.
So like distance-wise, if it was this starburst. Or this, just to keep it
Which
separate from the
tree is it
grape
in, I
apes, we'll
guess?
make it a Reese's.
So actually
That way?
it's like right here.
Okay.
Thanks,
all-
Reese's.
That's
Yeah.
the panther thing, and then
That's
those are the grape apes.
cat
Yeah.
of some sort.
They
Yeah.
should both be grape starburst, but that's okay.
We don't have any grapes.
Yeah.
Well, these are close enough.
Deal. Okay. Well,
Yes.
I will.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that this cat is hostile, so I'm gonna run my fingers over my scorching crown and throw a trio of firebolts at the distant creature.
Okay.
So that's 3 shots plus 5 to hit for each. So that is 7,
7 does not hit.
17,
17 does hit.
and 22.
22 also hit. Roll me up some damage.
Perfect. That's good. 7 fire damage.
I love it.
But maybe I aggroed it and I will run into range.
So notably, there's no like reaction from the thing as it takes some mini flaming spheres to the face.
Okay. And I will go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on Marcus. That's a bonus action. That's just +2 AC.
Sweet.
I think it's +2 AC. And then that's my turn.
Cool, Marcus.
I'll use my turn full movement to get up and then come run behind this rock
Okay.
Fuck.
to prevent other boulders flying into my face. Is this big enough cover? Like,
Yeah.
or is this like okay?
Yeah, that's big enough.
Okay.
Got a rock pencil, Herbie.
Oh yeah.
Groovy. Okay. From
This.
all right, Cade, you've got some boulders coming your way.
Good. Good.
What's your AC?
These are ranged attacks.
They are
22.
22. One will hit.
Okay.
Enormous sphere of earth just crashes into your puny little form.
That sucks.
You take 30 points of boulder damage. Marvin, you're up.
I can't help but think we've really gotten off to a rocky start here.
Oh!
Alright, so I'm gonna stand up.
We need some damage about now.
And do I perceive any monsters nearby?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
To what range?
I think it's like 120. But let me, I guess I can.
Mine's 60.
Mine's probably like 120.
Okay.
Tanger's is unusually high. It might only be 60, but I don't know.
Look at the elf. Here we are. Oh, it's just 6. Wait, no. You can see dim light within 60 feet as if it were bright light. And then in darkness as if it were dim light.
Okay. Then
I don't know what that means.
No, you don't perceive these
I
creatures.
go back to sleep.
Okay, good night.
Actually, I stand. I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that I know there's enemies. I just don't know where they are.
There's some commotion going on.
Is there any remnant of the
He
fire
got hit by
that shot
boulders right next to
into
you.
the
Yeah.
into the darkness, or did that just piddle out?
It has piddled out.
Damn it. That's my.
I
It
will
is well
hold-
impiddled.
I will hold my action for the first enemy or thing that looks like it could be an enemy.
Okay.
Kate is right next
Speaking
to
of
you.
which, Antoria, it's your turn.
Fair enough. Can Tanger still see them? I know I'm not sharing senses with him anymore, but can Tanger still see them?
If he has dark vision to 120, then yes, he can.
All right, Antoria asks, "Are they still there?" And I assume you can answer yes. But Antoria can't see them. What kind of action is lighting a torch? Oh, that's actually not going to help from here anyway, probably.
No, but that would be a free action.
Okay. Well, Antoria taking that.
Assuming you bought those, quick light torches.
So from present position, they're maybe 90 feet away.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. And diagonally, this is about 30 feet away. So would that be 60 from them about?
Sure.
All right. Toria will dash to there and try really hard to see them based on the memory of seeing them before in Tanger's updated report. What kind of
Sure.
check?
Perception.
Okay. I got a 17.
17. You think you can tell where they are. You can't just see them necessarily. Like if you're going to plant an AoE, you'd probably be able to hit them, but you don't have line of sight to them.
Okay, I don't have line of sight yet. Then I will take cover in this new tree and order Tanger over here with me, and I will hold same action as before. If they both come into 60 feet,
Okay.
or any two hostile creatures, I'll do what I was planning.
All right, Cade.
So this cat thing didn't respond at all
It did not.
to being hit with my massive damage.
The apes did.
Well, I haven't even seen the apes yet. I guess I saw boulders fly in. So this rocky thing, is that like a big mountainous type?
Yes.
What is that?
So that's like a big crag that you guys have sort of deliberately taken up shelter next to.
Okay, well I'm at least going to get behind that while I deal with this Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
But it's still up. Like how?
So far as you can tell, yeah, it's still just sitting right up there.
But how high is it?
So if it was 30 across, it's maybe like 20 feet up.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'll just move there so I'm in cover from these boulders.
Okay.
And I'll just huck a javelin up there.
Okay.
Pop 2 since I have 2 attacks. Where's my damn? There we go. Those both miss unless 12 hits. Which I assume that it doesn't.
As a matter of fact, it does.
Does 10 hit?
10 does not
Okay.
hit.
Still, at least one of them hit.
Yep.
I'll take that.
And so go ahead and give me some damage.
10 piercing.
Okay. So this like actually like visibly lodges into whatever is up there and is just like jutting out from the foliage.
Okay.
So-
and that's what I
So with him throwing a big javelin, like is that enough to know what I could aim at?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, you can see that there's a javelin sticking out.
I
of
will
something
aim
up
for
there.
the javelin,
Okay.
the one not held by Cade.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Get
Just,
metal javelins, and then you can cast lightning on them after I throw them into
normal disadvantage, advantage.
What are you trying to do?
Sorry,
Yeah, but
I'm
declare
doing a
that.
scorching ray at it, which is a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, I would say you probably have disadvantage on that.
So, for the first one, I'm going to use my Ties of Chaos to give me advantage, which will
Beautiful.
cancel that out.
Okay.
I don't think that. Well, my 11. Wait, yeah, 11.
11 does not hit.
Does it? This is a fire spell, right?
It is.
Do we get any sort of light to look at it as this goes past?
It is deliberately like hiding under a layer of foliage.
12.
12 does hit.
Okay, so that will be 8 points of fire damage,
Almost as good as my 3 fireballs.
and then another hit for 3 points of fire damage. Do you want me to roll for wild magic and to recharge?
Absolutely.
I haven't had wild magic in a while.
Let's start the party.
You've got it a few times, but it's always been community alcohol.
60. Oh, that's true. 66, which is up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage. I don't think I'm within 30 feet of anything. So
Alas.
You can just do it on Cade.
We could all do all 3 on me. Don't do that.
So that's the end of my
So
turn.
this lightning just like
Fizzle.
flash down around
I imagine it just sort of like cascades down to the ground and then like stops and like looks around and then just travels all the way right back up. Oh man. Alright. So, as a matter of fact, with your last scorching ray crashing into this form, seems to be enough to actually send it crashing to the ground. And what you see is indeed a large jungle cat of some kind, maybe a Tygon or something like that. It's kind of hard to tell because above and beyond the damage that you guys have done to it, it actually looks like maybe it's been dead for some time. It looks as though maybe something has roughed it up and like left some really big gaping wounds or something like that. In fact, it doesn't really look like the sort of thing that could have been moving anytime soon under its own power anyway. Marcus.
So you were throwing javelins at a dead cat.
For reference,
And
which
you were
direction
throwing
were we
scorching rays at that
going?
cat.
Good
Like
job, team.
to
Oh,
reach
to Gulg?
Gulg, yeah.
This way.
This way.
Yes.
So it's from behind us.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna heal up as a bonus action. And probably just stay where I am and yell to anybody else that can hear me and just say, should we just move on towards Gulg?
Okay.
If I can find my D8. I don't think I have a D8.
It's not my turn. But I can't answer.
Thank
It
you.
is not.
Beautiful. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, it's a D10. Damn it.
Well, just take the result.
Okay, alright.
The dice say 8, they mean 8.
Yeah.
Good and hold. Okay, there's some movement in the brush up ahead, but no volley of boulders flies out at you. Antoria.
Alright, I'll ask Tanger where they are again.
Tanger can't see them anymore, as a matter of fact. Actually, well,
At 120?
give me a...
Tanger check.
Damn perception.
I don't think perception, actually. Give me a... Let's go with perception, because I can't think of...
Side-based?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with side-based.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. And what is the final result on that?
23.
23. He
Love us
does,
doing a drink for Herb. Herb dog.
he does not see them.
And Toria shouts, I've lost sight of them. And he will actually fall back. Let's see. 30, 50, 55, 55. They fall back to cover behind this tree.
You want to eat the big cat?
And that is our turn.
Okay.
That's been
Cade.
dead for way too long.
So, can I use insight? Like, so I just what I'm wondering is, does this cat look like somebody who's probably using
Yes,
it
the
as
skill
a
you're looking for is investigation.
investigation?
Oh no!
Oh!
The Cute Fennec donated another $10.
Yay!
Thank you, Cute Fennec. That's so
not-
nice of you.
Fennec.
Thank you, cute Fennec. That's awesome. That's
So
not-
good night donation. Good night, everyone. And I'll listen to the stream till I fall asleep. Aww.
Aw. Well,
Do we want to sing a lullaby?
let the lulling sound of our voice.
Lullaby, it's a song. Go to
Stop.
sleep.
Everyone stop. Investigation. Is there any chance I could use survival?
I'll give
He's
you
like, I'm
$10
wide
back.
awake now. Thanks, fuckers.
Sorry,
Is
what?
there any chance I could use survival instead?
You could use survival
Yeah,
instead.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
that's absolutely an option.
This
Natural
thing's-
20.
Natural
This thing's not
20.
surviving.
Yeah,
I'll drink for you.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Wow.
Settle down there,
Bizarre.
gutter.
And so, what specifically were we looking for here?
So the main thing that, I mean, I'll take any information with that. But the
Well, Homanu is wonderful.
Yeah, he's so good, you guys.
Yeah.
Check out my new tattoo. No, Cade's presumption at this point is that somebody was using it as like a suit, basically, like maybe a druid or something, has put this thing on to move itself around our camp and
Sure.
then dashed into hiding from there. So that or just basically anything that would make sense for why somebody would leave a dead cat in a tree. For
Sure. So it looks more like, so there's not enough of it like hollowed out necessarily to be used as a suit necessarily.
Okay.
However, you have seen this sort of thing done with psionics, where people will use corpses or other things made to look like men that are really just meant to distract Templar's arrows.
Right. Okay. So Cade's perception at this point would probably be that that's essentially like a hunter's trap or of some kind, like a
I think
decoy.
you're right. Absolutely.
All right. I'll.
That's what I would think.
Yeah. That's what you would think if you're the GM. So I'll just shout. The cat's a decoy. We're dealing with maybe a psionic of some kind. Keep your guard up. And then can I use perception just to scan the area, see if I can think of any other threats?
Not after having already spent your turn checking out.
Deal. Then that's it.
You can, however, skin the thing.
Oh, I'll use my survival. I got a 20 on that. I'm gonna put it on as a
Oh, then
suit
you-
and hide in the tree.
Then you probably did that as part of your investigation anyway. Got to get those crafting loots.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvin.
Are we out of combat or still in it?
There's no reason to think that we're out of combat, given what Cade just shouted.
We're okay.
Also, I'm still playing the combat playlist.
as far as Cade's concerned.
But then again, I mean,
Back to 0 visible
who
targets.
who really trusts Cade anyway?
So,
He's literally
Should probably just go right back to sleep.
what did you
cute
what
thing.
did you say again about the
I said
cat?
the cat's a decoy. We're probably dealing with a psionic. Keep your guard up. Which translates to, wow, I should probably take a nap right now.
That's what Marcus did.
Well-
Problem solved.
I want to use I don't know. I want to. My thought is I want to use the dragon mask to try to control this.
Yes.
But
Okay.
I don't know if what he told me is enough information to like reasonably think that I could do that.
It's a corpse.
Yeah.
Did I see it was a corpse? I guess that's the question.
I guess it really just depends on
Well,
whether or not
I
you
guess,
believe.
well, I shot at it and I saw it drop down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Even-
I will do that then. I will walk.
I think
over
you have
here.
substantial enough reason to think
Yeah.
that Cade isn't lying to you this time.
Well, it's not that.
I did say it's
All
actually
right,
a
so I
funny
will
one.
use my mask.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
I will-
say even if you didn't know it was a corpse all along, it gave a lot of indication of being dead when it fell out of the tree.
I will use my mask.
Okay.
And I'm going to. I don't know exactly what it does, but I'm just trying to do something with it.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
He still has Sammy's teeth.
So,
Or, I mean,
about
what do you
magic
think
arts.
about getting advantage on this roll because it's already been possessed? If that's really what happened.
it has not been
Okay.
possessed.
Well, not possessed, but it's like the magic's. If it was magic,
It
the
was not
magic's
magic.
happened.
Silence our magic.
If you want to propose a different skill, I'm completely open to that.
I mean,
Some charisma
Arcana-
based.
Well, does charisma make sense? Like
For you,
I'm so
absolutely.
charming that I will the dead back to
Well,
life.
charisma can also work as force of will.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, I will use a
Persuasion. Wake up, Giddy.
just literally a charisma check here.
You can give me that, sure.
Okay.
And I'm willing to say you could give me advantage given your long-standing history with this mask.
Oh boy.
Remember when you resurrected that baby?
I don't think we actually did.
You did.
I failed. 21.
21. The corpse, like a crudely made puppet, rises to all four.
Welcome back, Reese's Pieces.
I want to go get Barrett's corpse and Sammy's corpse.
Oh no.
No, not
I
that
think
fair.
literally both of those have been destroyed.
I want to get their goo piles.
You should get them both and then mix them together.
Yes.
Ooh.
Get a swirl
That
of
could
ash
be Bill's
and
new
bone.
character.
Yeah, it's like a pinwheel, but all of Bill's characters.
Oh, poor Bill.
Yes. Poor Bill. Okay. You've got
I
yourself a
guess
Reese's.
that's my turn.
Marcus.
I will take on to do 5, 10, 15, 20.
Are you
40,
are you
down.
horrified at what you're seeing,
40,
Uh,
45,
or is
I
it
don't-
part of the course from Marvin?
I'd say I don't know, and you guys can answer this. Just in terms of Athos, witchery is already horrific. So I don't like. Is necromancy like even worse, or is it all just like, well, of course they're fucked up. Like they would do that.
So, think about it this way. All of the beans are awful, but the dog food one is really bad.
right, and that's Marvin.
That's
I mean, I already do that.
that's necromancy.
Yeah,
I'm just moving. I really.
How are those baby wipes, by the way?
they've cleared up.
Okay,
The sheen has finally all run down my throat into my
good.
stomach.
Melting your
To
steel
be
beans.
clear, Marvin doesn't necessarily understand this is necromancy.
I don't even
He's
think
not
that
this
Marvin
way.
could spell necromancy.
And
That's all I got.
okay.
Remember that Metalocalypse where Murderface thought that he made up the spellings for things, and that's why he was really good at spelling bees?
What?
Synergy.
That sounds awful.
P-E-F. Energy. It was a good episode. Marcus?
Oh, I'm done.
Oh,
I just moved.
okay. That's a good move.
Kind of invest. Watch this.
Yeah,
Puppet
that's
show.
what's going on.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Antori, you can give me a perception check.
Tanger 2 or just Entoria?
Both of you can.
Okay.
Sorry, Marty.
Entoria will be the white die. Entoria got a 13, Tanger got a 21.
Cool. Antori, you don't see anything. Tanger sees some movement in the treetop canopy moving towards you guys.
Okay.
Maybe sort of halfway between where you guys last saw the silhouettes and where you are now.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Tanger squawks and Entoria says, "In the trees now, they're coming this way above us." And Entoria will look specifically to see if he can see them
Okay.
from where he's at.
Uh-huh.
22?
Nope, no luck.
Grumbles. Alright. Entoria will
Hello.
back off to... Is this a tree that could be used for cover-ish?
Use the dead cat as cover.
I don't... nothing aside from the rocks can be used as cover.
Oh, I see. Is there an area where there aren't trees directly above?
The path.
Okay. Entoria will actually move onto the path and back to about here.
Okay.
And he will once again hold an action for 2 hostile creatures within 60 feet that he can see.
Okay. Cade.
Blocking this for the fox anyways.
Well, at this point, we can't see. I mean, I've gotten a general direction from Antoria. I guess I'll do a perception check. So that one I can't do much. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not gonna beat 22 though.
No, 22 didn't work. It's
How about 9?
9 will
you see
not
some
succeed.
trees. It's dark outside.
It's dark. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Did you
Marvin,
ever light your torch?
Didn't bother yet.
Yeah, and I'll just hold then.
Keen. Marvin?
Give me a second here.
You can order your cat around
Okay.
in addition to
Make
your...
it light up.
I want to light my cat on fire.
Oh my god.
As one does.
Well, that didn't take long to get fucked up.
No, I don't want to do that.
What? That would be such a good tactic.
Perception to see monsters.
You're not gonna this out. You
3.
physically can.
3. I mean, Cade's here.
Oh my
And you
god,
got
they're
this
right
cat.
in front of you.
There's an undead cat right here.
Well, shit. It's like I've got a billion fire spells, and none of them are like, make things brighter.
I know the
I
feeling.
think you're thinking of light.
Yeah.
I actually have that.
I mean, I actually, there's a create bonfire, but I
There
don't
is one of those.
Yeah.
have that.
That's
Set
gonna
the
be a
forest on fire.
barrier.
Fuck it. Taking out my wand of fireball.
Yeah.
And
Napalm
you said they're in the
jungle.
canopies, right?
Yeah,
did
he
say
pointed
that.
in a general direction. It wasn't very specific.
I will use a single
Behind
charge
my shield.
at a direction to be determined by the GM or a dice roll in the canopies.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Okay,
What's-
I'm aiming a fireball
Okay.
at the tree canopies.
Okay. Just sort of generally.
Generally, I'm assuming he pointed or.
Yeah, Antoria did point, but he didn't
Yeah.
he couldn't point out a specific square. He's like, they're coming towards us.
Right. Well, I know
Yeah,
that
that's
there's
fair.
a direction.
Yeah.
All right.
a cardinal
Give
direction.
me a d6.
1.
1. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up a little short and a little to the left.
Okay.
So I'll determine.
Story of my life.
What?
It's a 9/11 joke.
Oh no!
Cade, you're gonna get us fired.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Getting fired right now.
No.
Alright, so a little short. Did it light anything up?
I mean, it definitely lit up part of the canopy.
I guess better question is did it...
Give me a damage roll, and I will determine
Okay.
whether or not something took damage.
Okay.
Are you just trying to set the fire up, the forest on fire?
It's like he's throwing a grenade out there,
Yeah.
basically. Listen,
Holy shit.
I hope you hit something with those.
5 6s?
Forest
That's almost
dies.
6 sixes.
Yeah, so that's
30.
32, 4, 5.
35.
35 damage. Everyone give me a perception check. It is not sight based.
It is not. It's just one
7.
then. And Toria got an 18. Tangier is irrelevant at 5.
7.
Antoria, you hear a tremendous shriek coming from the treetops.
Good.
So what can I do with my tiger thing?
You can
Does he just walk around?
No, I mean
Mount him.
you order it. It's not.
Order at Chinese food?
It's
What?
no, it's not big enough that you could mount it. I
That's
mean,
your answer for
you could
everything.
pretend, but it's not actually going to be able to take you anywhere. You can give it really basic commands, and you can tell it to move around.
I'll say stay.
Okay, it stays. I might actually have a cat sitting around here somewhere.
We can use more candy.
In the meanwhile, no, we're
Well,
gonna
give
do
me a
that.
bean.
No, Marcus, it's your turn.
I have no worth.
By the way, that had a dex save if you wanted to roll that or not.
Yeah, I did.
Would've been okay. 15.
I guess I'm just gonna keep my eye on the canopy for anything to drop down and hold a ranged short bow action.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, longbow. Against anything that shows up.
That is fair. Okay, here's what happens.
Ready.
Where?
If something does drop in, it's gonna be like in XCOM when you just put everyone on Overwatch and someone walks into the hallway.
Probably.
And everyone misses because
I know.
it's Overwatch shot. Like way over their head.
Like, what are you
The
doing?
worst is when the entire team unloads on like the little puny guy.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
right
the
after
rest of
boom, boom, boom. You're like, oh, thanks, guys.
Okay, Marvint.
Yes.
An enormous branch comes hurtling through the air straight at you.
Can I give disadvantage on the? Or I guess we're at 10 feet.
Yeah.
5. Never mind.
You
No,
can't.
I can't.
Okay. What's your AC?
The 13.
It hits. It clobbers you. You take. Why did I put these dice away?
Because you're done rolling.
No! Not by any means. That's a lot. That's. You take 35 points of branch damage.
I will use my Psycho Shield.
It bounces off your forehead harmlessly.
Yes.
Is that like reduced damage from one
It
side
actually
to
just.
zero?
Nullifies.
Yeah.
It's a 0.
Yeah.
No.
An enormous four-armed ape drops through the canopy.
Does this look exactly like what?
Yes.
Antoria- Okay.
Break their concentration.
It's Antoria.
You
Yeah.
get your action. Right?
Yeah, I suppose I get my longbow action against them as a reaction. I was holding my turn for.
I thought you were holding it for both of them.
No,
that's me.
Victoria.
Okay,
I
then
think
yes, you would
can't
get
do
one.
it, but-
Okay. Let's see. Whatever, I'll just say it's something. 15?
15 will hit.
Okay, cool.
Is there enough light that Antoria had any chance to see where the branch came from?
D8, I don't have my D8.
No, there is not.
Okay.
I might have wound up with it if one of these looks familiar.
8 damage.
Like there's like at least 40 or 50 feet of foliage in the
I need new dice in this.
air above you. What did you say, Lobos?
I
I'm
did
sorry.
8 damage.
8 damage. Dunk.
Goodbye forever.
Well, as irritating as that is,
Great Bane has like 200 hit points.
this thing is going to bring all of its Goro-like arms bashing down onto Marvin's head.
Oh, what? My head?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you took it.
You
Fired
fireballed
it with fire.
Yeah, all those will hit.
Can I quickly tell myself a speech?
Psycho Shield again.
Like, come on, Marvin, you got this. You got this, man.
I mean, you could, but
It takes 10 minutes. but Marvin's always being like, man, you're the best out there. No one can touch you.
Well, the best.
do you have any reason to want these separately?
No.
Okay.
Just lay it on me.
You take 68 points of damage.
Wow.
I use Psycho Shield. Okay. I'm
Still
hurt,
up?
guys. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Horseman.
Antoria.
Alright, Antoria charges at the gorilla.
Oh, shit's getting wild.
His
He
hand,
turns into a grape ape. Jumps in.
his hand glowing orange, he shouts, "Be still!" and touches the ape. It needs to make a DC 17 wisdom save.
Okay.
Pats him on the booty.
Success. 17 on the dot.
You were the one who was just saying grape ape is pretty
I will
good
bend
with...
luck.
Well, I rolled 17 on the dot. It is still Ben Luckable.
It's worth it. This is a 5th level spell slot.
Double check. It's, I think it's 2 points, right?
That's 2 sorcery points
Yeah.
for, yeah.
Alright.
Just don't roll a 1.
1.
Nope, sorry.
Cock.
Orange chains start to appear around Grape Ape, but they fall off relatively rapidly.
Well, Thanks.
Beautiful. Anything else?
Tanger will
Leave.
try to see the other one.
Okay.
Advantage on. I mean, does it have advantage for a sight-based check still?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 21.
21. Yet now you can see it. Yes, it is up in the trees.
All right, Tanger will fly in that general direction for a moment, squawk, and then fly back out this way, trying to give a better indication of where it is.
Beautiful. Cade.
I'm gonna take just a scooch a step over, so I can be able to nuzzle up
That's fine.
a little bit better.
Sure.
Pick up his body parts on the way over
That's
there.
my turn. No. I guess I'm gonna give Valve Enmity against Grape Ape. I'll just clutch my holy symbol and say, "You've made yourself an enemy of Hamanu." Don't attack his sacrificial lamb.
Wait a minute.
And I'm just gonna double attack with advantage with the war pick.
Got it.
So that is a natural 20
Nice.
Who's drinking?
and a like a 26 or something.
Both of those will hit.
So I do. It's a double roll.
Double roll, not the bonuses. Any die you roll associated with the attack are doubled, but not the flats.
Okay, got it. Do I double the magic damage from the?
Yeah, even sneak attacks from like rogues double and stuff. So if it's a roll from the attack, go for it.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So we'll start with that. Do you need damage types on this?
No.
Perfect. That's gonna make things easier.
Grape apes are a giant bowl of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
They're really dangerous and there's a lot of them, but they're not that special.
They will give you a headache if they punch you in the face 4 times.
Well, yeah, there is that little problem.
39, and I'm just going to full smite on one of these attacks. So that should be... no.
Drinking a potion is a what
Bonus,
action?
bonus, I think.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
49.
49?
Yeah.
Not bad.
And that's my turn.
Not bad as turns go. Marvin.
Can I see both creatures?
Both.
Grape apes.
You would need to give me a perception check on the other one.
So Tanger's there.
No, he's not.
He flew towards it and then flew back. He was kind of trying to indicate better where it was. I don't know how successul that was, but that was his idea.
So
You
perception.
can give me a perception check to see if you have followed.
7.
No. The answer is no.
Do I have reason to believe there might be 2?
And Toria did say he lost them and they're coming towards us, so he's indicated a few times that there was more than one
I
at
don't
least.
pick up on subtle ground.
Yes,
It's probably just the one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip
Boulders
my,
came in pairs.
I'm gonna flip my hood down to give myself invisibility,
Okay.
and then move away.
It'll attack, but it's gonna be blind attacking, so it'll have disadvantage.
Okay.
What's your AC?
13.
13 it hits!
Is that Ben Luckable?
It is.
I need to bend that.
Yep.
Not bad.
I got 14 with my bonus.
Oh, alright, well 3.
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
We should
And then I want to.
That's okay.
Well, I can't really move more this. Just say I'm off the. Because I started here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
You're on the Dragon Mask.
Yeah, so-
Okay.
6.
You
Total.
fled the
Great.
encounter
3
map.
of them.
Turn around now.
And then I want to drink my potion of healing.
Okay.
Which is 44 plus 4.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Marcus.
Time to get to work, Marcus.
I know. At least we have the power of Chevron here. Hold on. Can I hit him from here? I don't.
He has reach. I don't know if you.
I wasn't sure if his
okay.
body's that big.
Or I can fucking protect you.
Okay,
dummy.
fine. I'm gonna go right there.
He is as big as that many.
I'm directly in front of him now.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to. Is it too meta to ask how many hit points these things have?
Yes.
You saw one have the crap beaten out of it by a dragon for
How
like
does he
4
look?
rounds and not care.
How does he look?
It looks great. He's got
Okay,
4 arms.
good. All right.
He's well conditioned.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna quad attack.
He's got Monster Energy logos all over his body.
I'm going to quad attack and
One's for each arm.
Let's see. Great Weapon Master, -5 hit, plus 10 damage.
Yeah, his AC
Okay.
is pretty.
Poop.
Oh, not that.
Did you critically fail?
no, he just rolled bad enough.
A 10 doesn't hit, does it?
It doesn't.
Okay, so that's one miss. Attack number 2, same thing, Great Weapon Master. That will hit. 22.
22 will hit.
Okay, let's keep going with the attacks. Number 3. That's a
Natural
crit,
20. There we go.
which is great with the.
No shit.
Okay, and last one is a crit fail. So
All right, that's the order to do them
Let
in.
me get the
Double
damage in
shot.
there first.
Hey, maybe
I know, right?
maybe you'll fling Chevron into the other one.
We're directly in the cave.
So let me.
Maybe
do
you'll
this.
pull back and stab it into the cat. Like, huh! It's just
Okay.
like-
Okay, I can reroll 2 swans. Okay, 7. I need to write this down for a moment. Shit. I had 1 miss, 1 hit, 1 crit, and then 1 fail.
Yeah, give him some damage first.
I'm working on it. Okay, that's much better. And this is.
Remember when you bought that slave in the day?
That's right. What does he do?
Okay,
He's taking care of the old dude.
okay, 60 damage.
60 damage!
He was supposed to go get
Pretty
my
good.
guns back.
60 damage. And then the crit fail roll.
Give me a d20.
9.
9! You fall prone. You just swing so good, you just fall asleep.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, there's no extra bonus from Shivam or anything since he's reactivated now?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, my damage is 2d6 plus 1, so that
Yeah.
sounds right. Yeah.
That's not good.
Alright, well, time to get smashed.
Alright,
Yeah. Oh, it ends your turn to critically fail, doesn't it? So you can't back up.
It does.
Yeah, that sucks.
well.
Give me the blow by blow on this.
So he's got advantage on all of these, I'm
Yes,
pretty sure.
He does.
Great, alright. Fist the first.
So let me ask, when I saw him attack Marvin, does he have a set of arms that's smaller, or are they just like Goro arms?
They're more like Goro arms, yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because like a lot of the things we fight have claw, bite. He doesn't
Yeah.
like punch, smash or
This
something.
is punch, 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 punch.
Okay,
These
so
guys are pretty straight up
Okay.
Goro-esque.
I will give non-advantage on the first attack then, so just regular.
And I have 21 AC.
Okay,
Thanks.
Thanks, I'm on it.
so this is his northwest fist.
Northwest Star.
That is a miss.
You're welcome. I'm on it.
Thank
Here
you.
for you.
Thank you.
Maybe you could swear allegiance to him instead of the fucking fake Templar.
That's a miss with number dose. Number 3 will hit. And number 4 will hit.
Pound, pound, pound.
Polo, what are you doing here? You take 45 points of damage.
Okay.
And from the cerebral moray up at his forehead, there's a pink flash as he brain punches you.
That's awesome. Can you brain punch him back?
I could.
You take 7 points of damage.
Counter punch.
Okay.
Great. Antoria, you're not behind cover, correct?
Correct.
Great. A branch flies through the air at you.
Is it magical?
No.
My AC is infinite.
Your AC is infinite?
I'm protected from non-magic missiles. The orb, remember?
It's a great time to roll a 20.
Wow, you're just loving this orb so much.
It's a good orb, guys.
He kind of glances at it, a little impressed that it even worked on a branch, but he's happy.
It's a big branch, guys.
I only got hit by one boulder earlier.
That is correct, yes. Cool. And then the one up in the trees will move. Antoria, it's your turn.
Okay. Did I see where it moved to?
You saw that it moved. You can give me a perception check to see if you can spot it.
Okay, I'll have Tanger do his first to see if he can help me by giving at least a direction on it.
Okay.
Tanger's is a natural 20 for a 23 total.
Okay.
Can you just tag that fucker now?
I'm trying, believe.
Mark him
Just
for the
mouse
party?
over.
Yeah.
I'm trying, believe me. Tanger's been seeing him, but not Antoria.
So Tanger does not see him. Give me a investigation check.
All right, for Antoria.
Is that
Yeah.
just for you?
Okay. Investigation.
If you were
Natural 20, 29
Natural
total.
20.
Yeah, Alright, so you've got 2 Herbie 20s, here 20, and
my one.
So based on what you know, Feylarr, you know that they, as you've
looks
just seen,
beautiful.
have
Your head's
psionic
getting- your heart's
abilities.
getting exploded.
You suspect they may be using some
Alcohol.
kind of camouflage.
Camouflage. Okay.
What are you up to?
So is psionic camouflage could dispel magic work?
No.
Oh, jeez.
If
All
only
right.
there was a target here in front of us.
How does this one look? I was just checking on the other one.
That one's looking pretty rough.
Looking pretty rough, huh? Okay. Sure. Unfortunately, I just don't have any prepared for that.
You could throw your orb at it.
Alright, sure. Antoria's hand will glow orange again, and he'll try branding it once more. It's not glowing as bright as it was the first time, but it's still a DC 17 Wisdom save.
That's a fail.
Orange chains form around it, restricting its actions. If it tries to take an action, let me know. We'll have something to discuss.
Great. I love discussions.
Yeah.
It's the civilized way to get things done. Cade, you're up.
I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Okay.
It's all advantage from Valor.
Your axe?
It's my pick.
Okay.
I hit it with my axe as a web series about Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
That I've never watched, but
Well,
I'm plugging it
thanks
here
for
on
the
the channel. Maybe we should get sponsored by them.
my life.
That's a hit. And a hit. So, again, you don't need damage types in this, right?
I don't.
When you say he's looking pretty rough, is he like dying, or is he just kind of pretty fucked up?
He's like the battle damaged version of his model.
Okay, so he's lower than 50%, but not
Yes.
necessarily.
If we were playing 4th edition, I'd say he was bloodied.
He's not flashing red.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and smite the shit out of this fucker. Let's get this guy off the map. Yeah, let's do full smite. Okay. That is 8. 2.
I thought that was donation.
7.
Sound a little like it.
6. 64. 68 damage.
68 damage. Describe for us your killing blow.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to use a control spell.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to live to its turn, but go ahead.
I'll just, as I'm slashing my step between him and Marcus, just give it a big cut down the chest, and then on the second one, another big X in the other direction. Flashes white and just annihilates the poor beast.
You just signed your name.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
X.
Beautiful.
I made my mark.
Marvin.
I will hold my turn for another enemy.
Okay.
I'm still invisible.
That's fair. Marcus, we'll get back to.
He's so hurt. I can promise you what he'd do is stand up and wait his turn until.
Well, he's gonna. Must be. Oh, hello.
Hi.
It's your turn.
Oh,
I
that was fast.
smited the beast.
So it's okay. All right, I'll stand up and I'm gonna just kind of move over here behind the animated cat. Animated cat.
Scarfield.
Beautiful. Well, you've already got one.
Got one. Good.
Crashes down the side of the thing.
I assume it attacks the cat.
It is not
I
going
don't
to attack
get
the cat.
disadvantage on the attack against the cat.
It is slamming down onto you.
Oh.
Slam jam.
So actually, give me a dex save. It's like actually trying to land on
That's
you.
good, because I'm
Holy
great
shit.
at dex saves. Those are my best things.
I don't believe you.
I'm not that's my best things. And that's a fail.
Okay, then you're
Unless a
knocked.
7 succeeds.
You're knocked prone, and it lands on top of you.
Thank you, Amanu. Yeah, you can be covered up while it smashes me. Oh no.
The first one will hit. The second one will hit.
I'm gonna die here, you guys.
The third one will not hit. What's your AC?
It is against this, it'll be 21.
Okay. The fourth one also will not hit. So, you've got 2 attacks. That's not bad. I guess that's okay. You take 36 points of damage.
I assume this is magical.
It is not magical, no. But it will also brain punch you.
Wonderful.
You take 8 points of damage.
No, that's not magical, too.
It is not.
But I assume heavy armor mastery is not relevant.
I'm
to
sorry,
it.
no.
No, that's fine.
That's against your brain.
I would be snotty about it because that's what the rules say, but that's stupid.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll leave
I
that.
get to go. That trigger me.
Do we skip you?
No, I said I was
No, he
waiting
was
for
ready.
me to come down.
Oh, yes, absolutely it does.
Alright.
I'm underneath it.
Yeah,
Just so you know. So you remember.
I'm sorry, the drama of Lobos' turn cleared my memory.
Okay. I will cast a spell. Huge flames burst out of the ground, but not
Uh-oh.
really the ground because Cade's on the ground, but like just slightly above Cade. Flames burst up.
Okay.
And I
out of the
cast Immolate.
Immolates.
Just gonna keep cowering under my shield down here. Oh my god.
So you have a dex save of 18 to half the damage.
He's under grace of Amanu.
That's a big old fail.
Cocked. 6. Okay, I'll take that.
Lay it on me.
27 points of fire.
27, not bad.
He is ablaze.
Oh no!
So basically, bright light in a 30-foot radius emanates from him, and dim light for 30 more.
Great. You guys can finally see.
There he is, I call.
Does it do damage like?
Yeah, at the end of each of your turn,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna take 3d6 fire damage if you fail a save.
That's beautiful.
It's a con
Also,
save,
I
right?
want to try to reanimate the other grape ape.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that now. 'Cause
Okay.
that was-
Maybe later. Antoria.
Quick question: would Antoria recognize the Immolate spell?
You'd be like, that spell sucks. Why are you using that one?
Arcana check?
Yeah, Arcana check is absolutely reasonable.
Okay. Natural 20.
What the fuck?
My, this seems to
I'm
be
not
an
drinking
immolate
more, though.
spell.
I'll
I
drink.
think so many.
Unless you want to drink.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Once you finish it up.
Sure.
This actually will be awesome if it works. Marvin might even praise Antoria for the first time in history.
Really?
Lay it on me.
Antoria grins looks at Marvin and grins, and then points at the ape. It needs to make a DC 17 Charisma save.
It's under grace of Amanu.
Great. Feylarr have a charisma of 7. Oh! What do I need to make?
17.
I got that exactly with my -2 modifier.
I will
Ben
back
Luck.
Ben Luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Four.
Eat shit, Feylarr.
Orbs of light begin rotating faster and faster around the great ape. It vanishes. Is it native to the material plane?
Yes.
Then it is banished to a random pocket dimension and is incapacitated until I bring it back, where it will just burn helplessly for the next minute, I assume.
Wow.
Well,
It can still make its saving throws, but it is incapacitated, so
all right.
I don't know if it can do anything else. And Troy will explain, it will be back, but hopefully much
Wait,
more
if you're
thoroughly.
incapacitated, can you save?
I think it just restricts actions, but that is worth checking real quick. Since it's coming up.
Did you make any?
I will on its turn.
Oh.
Where is incapacitated? Incapacitated, just can't take actions and reactions.
Okay.
How long is it banished? 10? 10
1
rounds?
minute.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 rounds.
Okay, well, let's see if it dies.
And Antorio on the first round will explain that it will be back at that position, hopefully much thoroughly cooked by the time it returns.
So we'll put Cade back right where he's.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, it's your turn.
I'm gonna scramble to my feet. How does Marvin look?
He's invisible.
Oh, he's invisible.
No, I'm visible because I attacked.
Yeah, you attack.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Excuse
Antorio's
me.
able to grin at him.
Edition, like.
I would, if this was 4th edition, I'd say that I'm near death.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
that's still
Where the fuck is
true.
You're like right here, right?
Oh, right here.
Turn around
sure.
now.
Oh, you're way far
Yeah.
away.
Don't
Yeah.
touch my dice.
I'm
Don't
gonna.
touch that.
I'm gonna move. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna say, Marvin, let me heal you, and I'll just hold an action if he gets close to me. I'll lay on hands.
Great. Marcus?
For the record, Kate is pretty fucked up too. But
Yeah.
saving your ass, buddy,
Good.
as it should be.
Yeah. I'm the only one that matters here.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a ranged position, ready to fire at the ape when it reappears.
Okay.
And longbow.
Okay, so what kind of a save do I need to make?
It's a dex of 18. If you succeed, the spell just basically poofs out.
Dex. That's interesting. Is that a check to stop, drop, and roll?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, all fire's always dex, right?
It is weird that
I
the
guess so.
stop burning check is dex, but yeah, I mean.
Maybe it's,
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish
Yeah,
it was.
Go with 4 arms.
That almost makes more sense than Constitution. Like, I'm so hardy that I can't be burned.
That's
doesn't
fair.
make any sense.
Alright, I don't succeed at that check.
Alright, so you take
I have to wonder
10
about,
points of fire damage.
I have to wonder about the random pocket dimension where a burning ape just appeared and just stuck there like this,
Yeah.
burning slowly.
Well, the best part is if he actually dies while under the influence of burning, which also you shouldn't drive while you're under the influence of burning.
I try
he
not
actually
to.
he just turns to ash.
Oh, cool.
So I kind of hope he just
Just like
realizes his
sprinkle
ash.
back.
It's back to you then, Marvin.
Me, I will come towards Cade.
Alright, then I'll trigger my action. Lay on
Alright,
hands.
Antoria.
Antorio will
Full heal, so 50.
briefly explain. I can control when it comes back and be ready to attack.
5-0
for
more.
this.
Yeah. So lay on hands is basically a pool that I can, when I lay on hand, I can administer as much as I want. That's my full
Wow.
heal, so
That's amazing.
I call it it's a rechargeable healing potion, so I call it.
so
Like,
cool.
That's great.
but I'm getting fucking all of it too. I'm at 20
Yeah.
health, motherfucker.
That's good.
You're
In
welcome.
4th edition, he'd be near death.
Antorio briefly says, "It'll come back when I count to 5. When I say 5, attack." But he does not say a number on his turn because he said enough already.
Okay. Cade.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Marcus.
Holding position.
Yeah.
Holding for ape appearance.
Fail.
Feylarr.
Oh no.
Feylarr.
Maybe this is why there weren't any
9,
damage
11.
over time spells in the base spell set.
Good God. Oh, that's sweet. No, wait, not that.
Marvin.
Fucking shit. Can't wait for Bill's here.
So that was turn 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also doesn't say that it has a duration. Literally.
Is
It
that
just
from-
keeps going.
Is that from the elemental evil stuff?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
the.
it might be
the
concentration 1 minute like a lot of the stuff is, but it could,
Special. Oh,
it
I'll
could
double
be.
check. I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
What was I gonna
Well, as it
say?
happens, you're not being attacked by anything.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh! I think I want to cast Melf's.
With a lot of the other, if it was anything else, then I would say, yeah, it just burns to death and then comes back as ash. But these things have a lot of hit points.
Yeah, they
No shit.
That's why we're sticking in the microwave.
Yeah.
That's level 3.
Yeah, immolation is concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh, okay. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
I will cast Melf's.
Wait, that's concentration too, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
I will hold my
It comes back
turn.
uncooked. I'm like, what am I wrong?
I'll just hold my action.
Okay.
Okay. Antoria.
Antoria says 1 and holds a firebolt for the reappearance of the ape.
You say all that?
No, he just says 1, but his action is to hold a firebolt to shoot at the ape when it reappears.
Okay. 1. Cade.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Marcus.
Nothing. Holding.
In another dimension, an ape struggles not to be on fire. It fails.
How bad is his dexterity?
He's a giant ape.
7, 8.
8.
Terrible.
This is actually working out pretty well. I didn't think this spell would be.
Normally.
Well, I was really hoping I'd see both of them so I could twin it, and then
Well, I wanted to banish both of them, just say let's
Oh.
leave. Screw fighting them, but they never cooperated.
No,
We don't get the XP
sorry.
if we just abandon them.
True.
Yeah, Marvin.
I just will hold my turn.
Okay, Antoria.
2.
Cade.
I thought you said it lasts a minute.
It does. He's going to bring it back a little early so he can break concentration at exactly the right moment and tell everyone, hey, it's coming back right now.
I'll step back up and hold action to double melee when it appears.
Okay, Marcus.
Pray that it doesn't
Hold on.
fucking kill me when it shows back up. Why aren't you in here mixing it up? Marcus.
I'm half dead.
13.
I'm also half
I'm
dead.
more than half dead.
We gotta kill
I'm
him when it
bloodied.
appears.
Marvin.
I'll hold.
Alright, is everyone just holding at this point?
Until we get to the turn where Antoria's going to say 5.
Okay, we're on turn 4. Are you saying anything this turn?
I think 3 is next, right? You confused me. You said round 4.
I know.
Yes, 3 is next. 3. Well, that's what he said. 3.
What am I trying to beat?
18.
18. I finally made it.
But we have no way of knowing that, so we're still going to wait the
Fire
whole
goes
time.
That is correct, yes.
All right. We get to 4. I assume he says 4.
Yep.
We get to 5, and he says 5 and points and launches a firebolt just as he breaks concentration on Banish.
Okay.
So it reappears in the spot it was at
Yes.
as a firebolt is coming towards it.
Okay.
And that triggers Marcus. He's triggered.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. And it takes 10 fire damage.
Shit.
It's so tired of fire.
It really
I'm gonna
is.
give my D20 by right foot. I think it's weird. The right
Cade, are you double attacking here?
right leg. I'm also gonna
And,
double attack with my
I've had a
bow.
change of heart about that immorality.
If possible, I would like other people to go first, so I'll know how much to spend.
I will go.
Okay.
I will
I don't know if we can
cast
make that
a
call
fire.
on the spot.
I was putting you here
Just did.
because you're in
Oh, initiative.
Okay,
order.
yeah,
initiative
that makes
order,
sense.
so you're
Yeah,
gonna go
makes
next.
sense. Yeah,
Oh,
double,
okay.
double attack then. Those will both hit, and I'm gonna full smite on one of them.
Okay.
Let's get this fucking thing out of here. That's 7, 27, 30, 42, 44, 52, 54 damage.
54 points of damage. It is still up.
You guys had better fucking kill that before it walls me.
Marcus,
Alright, then I'm taking 2 arrow shots.
God damn it.
That's a hit.
Where's your quad
Luckily.
attack?
are you putting Chevron in the bowstring?
I wish I had a great bow like that. Yeah, 16.
He's that giant
right?
from the Undead Settlement.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna get D8.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Let's see, 13. 23 damage.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Describe for us your killing blow.
Yeah! The arrows fly true directly into the whatever you called it on the forehead.
It's
Psionic.
brain.
I
You
thought
look
you-
at the art, it's got like an exposed brain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Then right into its exposed brain.
We should have been attacking that this whole time.
Probably, yeah. It's all pink and soft. Well,
And then Marvin resurrects it.
basically, yes.
Yes, actually, I do want to try that.
Okay.
No.
Give me a charisma check with advantage.
I'm gonna step back, panting.
Yeah. Tori's little backed off of Tanger.
16.
16. So the cat slumps to the ground. However, the Feylarr will. Arrow still sticking out of its noggin.
Oh, maybe not there.
This one you could probably ride.
I will.
Oh my god.
Huh.
kidding.
It could also like bury you in its arms like
Isn't it bottle feed me?
like you know what it's like? It's like Sir Robert Strong. It's like your own personal Robert Strong, where he's just like this big dude.
Who's Robert Strong?
The guy from the TV show that we watch
Don't know. who
on
that
Sundays.
is. Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who
He used
that
to have
is.
a different name, didn't he?
he did. The
Oh.
big silent strong guy.
Wait, he has a different. That's his name. Oh wow.
Yeah, they call him that.
Oh, I don't listen to that.
Don't listen to the dialogue.
I mean, to be fair, Ryan's there for one reason and one reason only.
Melisandre.
You are sure you can control them, right? That's
Well, I don't know. Should we find out?
She's
this is a hell of a way to find out. If you can't, we'll have to kill the damn thing all over again.
Well, I don't, sir.
a
I don't have
grand
much left.
priestess.
Oh, okay. Well, perhaps we could ride on this on the way to
Gull.
Gull.
I don't
Ghoul.
quite know how to break this to you,
Seagull.
but necromancy is pretty frowned upon in most of the
You
city-states.
certainly won't want to ride up to the city state and top a
Is
zombie.
what? Sorry, I'm not following. What is necromancy again?
Zombies. That.
Death.
Oh no, he's not a zombie. I'm controlling him.
The two are not mutually exclusive.
Believe that I saved your life over my own.
When
So,
you take
I
something
mean-
that's dead and you make it move again unnaturally through magic, that is a zombie. This is
I
a zombie.
understand. But we could still let it travel with us and just not go into the city.
I should probably also point out druids usually have a pretty big problem with zombies, and
Well, I wasn't the one with the lions tattooed all over us that prevented us from entering the last city, so
That wasn't.
don't look at me.
It was a camp, and it didn't provoke them to violence, which this almost certainly will.
If this thing goes crazy, it's gonna mess us up.
Well, I'll make sure it doesn't happen. I'll be fine.
all right.
Are we in agreement?
No, not a single person has agreed with you. Why would you even ask that?
I'm not in agreement, but short
What,
of,
what if you take it to a vote? Abe,
Sort of-
what do you think?
short of killing it again, I don't see any way to undo the process if you're unwilling. So, what's the point in arguing about it?
I just think it's time we test what this mask can really do.
It can reanimate Feylarr.
Did,
Congrats.
wasn't one of your tasks to learn about the mask?
That is true, and in fact, part of the reason that I've agreed to have that mask returned to Marvin is
Well, we've learned it can reanimate Feylarr. Isn't that enough?
Do you really need to know anything else about it?
Yeah, that's literally its only purpose. But you do have to realize the position that you're putting us in as we pass through this Druidic forest.
I'll have him trail us by 30 feet.
So they'll think
If
that
we were anywhere else on Athos, I would at least be willing to consider it. But in a druid forest, it will cause problems.
Well,
Especially
I'll
with
have
the
him
current
go
condition.
back 60 feet then.
it doesn't matter where
love
it
it.
is.
100 wide.
you
no.
understand that druid can sense my loyalties at a distance.
We won't be in the forest forever.
That's true. Then you can test your mask when it won't put us in lethal danger when we're already half dead.
Do you think that anyone's going to provoke us with this thing in our company?
Absolutely. Considering our condition, this would be the ideal time to provoke our party.
I should also point out various types of magic are rather effective against things like this.
Yes.
It may not be as strong as you think when it comes down to it.
So you're recommending that I destroy it?
Under the circumstances, yes. I
we
mean,
can certainly see if the
And
mask
we're not.
is capable
We're gonna
of
get
destroying.
another.
well,
Can you turn it off?
take out the starter key. Well, look, it isn't something I like to talk about much, but you remember when Yarnath was in my mind.
Yes.
I actually remember,
Was.
vaguely at least, a fair number of the spells he had access to, including one that can do this, but you've never seen me take advantage of it because
Wait, are you saying that you can resurrect things
make
in
them
this
zombies.
way? Make them zombies
I could,
right
but
now?
not right this moment. I'd have to study the process a bit more thoroughly. I've never bothered because, frankly, they're rather lackluster as servants even when they're this large. The vulnerabilities they possess and the limitations due to their lack of a mind They're generally more trouble than they're worth.
So when I command this thing, do I think it or do I have to speak it? I will first attempt to think a command.
Okay.
I want him to find a tree nearby, uproot it, and throw it somewhere, just in a general direction.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You know, using your zombie to damage the... never mind.
It's given it its best shot, and maybe given it enough time, it would.
Well, you get the idea.
But it just sort of went for the nearest tree,
Yeah.
and it's just sort of...
Okay.
It's a big ass tree.
All right. Well, you get the idea here. This thing can be controlled, and it is a
majestic
very
servant.
dangerous.
Controlled, but it can't react to situations on its own. You have to tell it everything it's going to do.
That's fine, and I think it to stop.
It's going to cause trouble, and you won't like it when it does. My recommendation, as one arcanist to another, would be to be rid of it, at least while we're in this forest. But
And I don't have anything left to pull your ass out of trouble this time.
What if...
You kicked my ass. What?
Buddy Boy is trying to build up forces of some kind, right? I mean, if you're collecting these things for use, you could just send them off that way.
it's not going to do much for the truce he wants with the druids if a bunch of zombies start gathering on their front lawn.
That is fair and reasonable. But it is an option.
Also, that cat, had you reanimated that?
Yeah. And then I stopped
look-
it somehow.
Wow.
I didn't think specifically to stop it.
I think it.
Can Tori make an Arcana check to put 2 and 2 together magically and figure out that maybe animating this one is what caused the other one?
Sure.
Alright. I got a 22.
Seem like a
22.
familiar.
It seems like that's probably what has happened. However, given what you know of the mask, you know that probably that's only a measure of Marvin's relative inexperience with it. Probably someone that's harnessing the full power of the mask would be able to command legions.
Don't say that out loud.
Tori looks at the cat and looks
Go to
at
the kitty graveyard.
Well, there is another Feylarr around, right?
No, it was destroyed Final Fantasy VI.
Oh,
Plus.
yes, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So, you didn't mean
By the
to
power
stop that one.
But the
from
cat is
moving.
still there.
Cat is still there.
Not on purpose. No.
Then your control is perhaps not complete as you think. What if this thing were to fall over at a key moment? If we can't depend on it, what use is it?
Well, it's certainly stroking Marvin.
Well,
so
if it... that's weird. I don't remember. Perhaps it's a it's a factor of time then.
Well, it's not going to last more than that cat did. There's no point in having it at all if it's just going to anger our new friends in this
Well,
forest.
let's sit a couple moments and see what happens.
Try bringing the cat back again.
Usually, well, I suppose it's worth a shot.
I will attempt to bring the cat back.
Okay.
Am I rolling with advantage every time, or is
Yeah.
those... Okay. Crit.
Nice.
Crit! So what's that a total of?
26.
26. The cat staggers back to its feet. The Feylarr seems unchanged.
2 at once. Impressive.
I could have sworn I had a cat mini. sitting
Anything else you
right
want
here.
me to zombify?
No.
Can we get going then?
I still think they're going to be
It's
more
actually
trouble
still
than
in the
they're
middle of
worth,
the night,
but
so.
I've made my
You
point.
literally just told me to bring this thing back to life.
Testing the capacity of the mask.
As I am
Well,
geist to do.
Let's test the capacity of it some more then.
Let's get going. The sooner we're out of this forest, the better off
I
we'll be.
agree.
It is still like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
We should probably rest, though. We're in bad shape. The problem with those damn things is even if you order them to guard, they probably won't do anything even if they see something.
What if I order them to attack anything that isn't us, that comes in range?
They'll be attacking every insect that they can detect. This is going to cause trouble. Assuming this is still a reasonable area for a campsite, Antoria will reset his alarm spell again.
Sure.
This time going to the trouble of setting a cube of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. The alarm probably should have gone off when the Feylarr crashed through the foliage and started.
I don't think anyone's upset about that, but that's all right.
Okay.
He'll set his alarms in the cube formation that gives 40 by 40 deployment instead of 20 by 20. It takes 40 minutes, but he'll spend his time on that.
Marcus is gonna sleep.
Oh no!
Same here.
Donations.
Wyvern Slayer donated $5.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, Wyvern Slayer.
And Antoria will reluctantly include the 2 zombies in the alarm whitelist.
Wyvern Slayer asks, "Did Marvin say let's go to the kiddie graveyard?"
That was a long time
was that
ago.
a pun?
Yeah.
Kid.
Like
Kid.
kitty,
Oh.
meaning small cat.
Oh, fuck.
Or kid, like a
I'm so good at
baby.
these, it happens and I don't even know.
Yeah, that's it. Hikari, we are hanging on to the beans until our 5th player returns because damn if he's not going to suffer with us.
Yeah, no kidding. He's not getting out of this.
Nope.
I will have the
I'm getting away from those things.
my minions patrol the area on watch.
Okay. They march very literally, like in the square around you guys.
Yeah. So it's like if someone were to time it like a stealth game, they could very close.
You can see their cones and everything.
Yeah.
What did you order them to do if they see something?
Well, I think this is more just a visual deterrent. They don't actually do anything.
Wonderful. Master
I'm
of
taking
magic.
baby steps here, guys.
I was asleep. I can't actually comment.
Yeah.
Are we actually going back to sleep for 8 more hours, or just
We
finishing?
really need to, probably. Antoria burned a lot of spells on that.
I have one level 1 spell left.
Yeah, it's got to be a long rest, unfortunately, I think. So,
Plenty of time for the druids to come.
I'm not watching this time. I just lost myself.
I will take first watch.
Very well.
Good.
Antoria will take second watch. Tanger's on every watch as last time, but Antoria's given him specific instructions to keep an eye on the zombies as well.
Who's on 3rd?
Tanger at least.
No, Wen's on 3rd.
Yep. I went there also. I
Thanks.
just didn't say.
I guess Cade will rouse to do it. He's pretty fucked up.
Okay. 3rd watch is going to be like noon.
Yeah.
That's fine. We need the rest.
Okay. Your long rest passes uneventfully.
Thank goodness.
Yay.
So I will over breakfast / whatever we're eating. I will give the party a rousing speech.
Oh, I'm excited for my speech.
And
Let's hear it.
I will include my
zombies.
Undead servants.
my minions.
Can you include Tanger?
No.
Well, that would be great.
It would give him 18,000 more percent hit points.
What about Cade's trusty steed?
He's not here.
No.
Has he been anywhere but the intro solo mission that we did
I used him briefly to feel superior to the party
when you left Rom?
We went on a long
That's
march,
right.
yeah.
Are you not using him specifically so I won't neigh like a horse
No,
despite him being a
it's more
lizard?
just like no one else in the party has a mount, so it's
Okay.
like it doesn't change our movement speed.
That's
and
fair.
Level 2 is Misty stuff.
Yeah,
So
that is fair.
I mean, I would love to. I want to
Make it
summon
points.
him and then have Antoria polymorph him into Grey Babe, and then we can have our own and we can make them fight.
That would be great.
But
Like Pokemon.
yeah,
How many temp hit points are
No, hold on. You gotta listen to a speech
Yeah.
first.
True.
Oh, jeez, you guys.
I'm excited for the speech.
So
We haven't had
I-
a speech in a while,
yeah.
actually.
I will bring the party around and say I want to introduce you guys to the 2 new party members. Brutus, point to the big guy,
I assume
and
that's the cat.
no, it's the Grey Babe, and Gert is the
Gert?
the cat.
Gert.
Kurt.
Kurt.
Gert.
Gert. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Go-Gurt.
Like, go girl.
I exclude Marcus.
No!
They will be accompanying us / escorting us through this forest. I have discussed with them that, and they're not unreasonable. I have discussed with them our terms, and they have agreed to them, and
I'm sorry. Just continue.
okay. When we get to the city or near the city, I will dismiss them and let them go back to
Being dead.
the earth and from which they came.
That's big of you.
But until then, they will be carving a path through this dense foliage. And you guys all get 16 temporary hit points.
Beautiful.
Or Tanger.
I can only do
man.
6.
Oh. Fair enough. You'd go from 1 hit point to 17. Pretty big boost.
That would be pretty good.
They could just take an arrow, which like should skewer him, full and just bonk.
Well, should we move on with these
The
monstrosities?
sooner the better. We're not getting rid of them. We need to get out of here.
So it's like the middle of the afternoon now.
Yeah.
So you guys are just going to travel for what remains of the day, I guess.
At least that far. We'll see what we.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far is it to Gulg?
You're at least another day's journey away,
Okay.
but you only have like another 6 hours worth of daylight to travel.
Got it.
By the way, they will be marching in front of the party.
Okay.
A good 60 feet out.
Right. Raising a path, I assume. Like the big machine in Fern Gully. Do you remember? Was it a bulldozer?
I've never actually seen full Fernal.
It had Tim Curry.
It had all those. It has had buzzsaws.
Oh yeah.
But it was also possessed by a necromantic spirit.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
super badass.
That was creepy.
The
Yeah.
pollution monster.
Yeah.
Did you get the underlying message of that movie?
Yeah.
It's that pollution's bad.
I thought it was that I wanted to kiss that cartoon.
She was really attractive.
She
But
was.
then if you rewatch it, everyone in that movie is absurdly unlikable. Like every
No,
character-
I remember watching as a kid, like, it had been, like, hyped up for me a little bit, where people were like, oh yeah, it's, you know, if you like non-Disney cartoon stuff, you should really check this out, it's really good. And, like, I couldn't deny that it was a good-looking movie, but I didn't like anyone, and nothing really seemed to flow together in any kind of way.
Right.
But it did have a bat,
It did have a bat.
Which-
So
Oh, I remember that now.
yeah.
What
All I
was
remember
this?
was the fairy and the douche.
Is the fairy the one you
That was a
wanted to
douche.
kiss?
Yeah.
I need to look at this now.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I've moved on since to the bat from Anastasia. I mean the girl from Anastasia. Who's Anastasia? Or is she? That's the plot of the movie. Don't side-eye me, Herbie.
Oh yeah, you know what? She kind of looks like a Courtney Cox.
Like one of those Courtney
Yeah.
Coxes.
Yeah.
It's Courtney Cox Arquette now. Unless they got divorced.
You guys continue on through the Crescent Forest.
Led by a
Encountering-
pair of zombies.
Tommy
Yes.
Chong was in that movie.
He was.
And Cheech Marin.
Wow.
They
Their
were-
characters' name were Stump and Root.
Yeah,
Stump and root.
they were stumps.
And Roots.
I don't remember. So the rest of the day passes uneventfully. However, because you didn't get a start until the middle of the afternoon, nightfall comes pretty quickly. Are you guys making camp again, or are you continuing on through the night?
I mean, we started late.
I would like to continue.
I'm fine to go, unless
Oh.
there's particular nightly concerns.
Well, we saw what happened last night, but on the other hand, being awake for it and moving isn't necessarily a disadvantage.
That's true.
So I would like to light a torch. I don't have one, but I think you do.
Alright, give me a sleight of hand check to get one of Antoria's torches.
I will ask
Gert.
I will ask the party if they have a torch that I could use.
Gert shakes her head.
And Toria passes you a torch. Here you go.
I will light the torch, and I will hand it to Brutus,
Okay.
and I will command him to hold the torch in front of him as he walks. There. Now we
Catch on
have.
fire.
I know. I'm so excited.
Now I can see.
Okay.
He's still at 60 feet in front.
Sure.
And Toria kind of side eyes the the zombie gorilla holding the torch. He doesn't say anything though.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at it a little bit.
I assume he still has an arrow just jutting out of his brain.
And Tori,
Probably got some
you can admit it.
flies.
You're impressed with their servitude and my control over them.
I might start to be impressed when they do something useful. That hasn't happened yet.
I mean, holding a torch is pretty useful.
Yes, I would hate for my arm to get tired.
What?
Let's be on with it.
Holding a torch.
Oh. I thought something else. Okay, you guys continue on through the night. Everyone give me a perception check.
Sight-based?
Yes, sight-based.
Drink up, Lobos.
Tantra got a natural 20, 23 total.
Amazing!
Tori got a 7.
12.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Give me a
Perception.
perception critical fail.
Your eyes fall out.
They trip.
You, Shivram, flies off.
Wings.
Tanger spots something hanging from a tree further up the road, maybe like 200 feet in front of you guys.
Alright, Tantra squawks and telepathically communicates what's going on to Tori, and Tori says, oh, there's something ahead of us. I'll share
Or just
some-
continues on.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got something that I might be able to use.
I'll spend an action while we're waiting to share senses of Tanger so I can see it directly.
Okay, you... Yes. So it's like 200 feet out in front, but you can see that there's clearly something, maybe a group of things, hanging from the branches of the trees.
Group of things about, well,
Like dangling like above the path, not like hidden or anything like that.
something in the trees above the path a bit
I-
further ahead.
I would like to
Hope it's necromancy.
double. Alright, so I'm gonna cast Control Flames, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
And I am going to double the area of bright and dim light cast by the torch.
Okay.
Well, it's nice, but
So it doesn't expand the flame, it just
Right.
increases.
Yeah.
So we should not be able to see much.
Takes
of
the
it.
effects nub and just scales it up.
Yeah.
They're quite a bit a ways ahead still, maybe
Yeah,
150, 250
we'll get
paces.
there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Up in the trees though, and they're not really trying to hide. You should be able to see them once we get closer. And Tanger will keep an eye on them, trying to make sure they don't do anything, and will squawk and telepathically tell Antorio if they start to do anything suspicious.
Sure, they don't appear to be doing anything. You guys approach quietly, carefully, but it seems like you don't have anything to fear just yet, because it appears that you're coming up on a bunch of dead bodies. Just hanging from nooses, but almost like as ornaments. Like there's an entire path of just men and women dangling from the trees.
The Legion begins.
Antoria and Cade, you guys can give me investigation checks.
22.
Couldn't replace with survival.
No.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20, both of you know full well the signs of wizards that have been caught by the Template.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, maybe Eric would crucify them
Sure.
or decapitate them or something like that. Apparently they hang them in gold.
Yeah. I'll just say, like, don't be alarmed. They're just witches that they're hanging.
Yeah. Noteworthy, it seems like this is just where they do that. There are some that have probably been here for a few years. There's some that are a few weeks old, and they run the gamut in between the two.
And I'll say, on that subject, Marvin, now might be a good time to get rid of your friends.
Brutus
Or
is standing
create
close enough to
some
one
new
that he's
one.
almost lighting it on fire.
We're not
quite.
animating these.
You understand
I
that
can't,
these
I can't.
people were hanged.
Because they didn't have.
How high above us are they?
Protection.
Only not, I mean,
Like 20-ish, 30-ish?
not even that.
Oh,
How
okay.
many of them were there?
Like their
They go
knees
down
are at
to-
your eye level.
Alright.
There's maybe like 40 of them.
So many.
I
on
want to
either
have
side of the road.
Brutus knock them, not
Wait.
knock them down, take them down.
Hold on a moment. There's no reason to disturb them yet.
This is an abomination. Is what you're saying that these were wizards?
They were.
That's
And what we're also saying is that the Template comes here regularly to hang witches.
well. Let them know that their iron-fisted rule is not appreciated.
They'll
They are
literally kill
aware.
you.
They're aware of that anyway, I think. But There is something we should do while we're here. Antorio will start casting Detect Magic.
Oh, excellent.
In case they have any trinkets in
Of
their
course.
pockets.
What if they have trinkets? You gotta get some trinkets. Okay. Detect magic.
And as low as they are, it should be easy to scan all of them from this.
Absolutely. Just go hunting through their pockets, just one at a time. Let's see what we got. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. You find a small cup, like a mug. Like a little ceramic thing that is glowing with magical power.
Okay. Anything else?
No, it looks like the Templars have probably gotten in the habit of checking their pockets before they string them up.
Makes sense.
Can I do...
Like, you don't find like a whole lot of other scraps, as a matter of fact, like even non-magical bits or anything like that. What are you looking for, Cade?
Can I just do like a religion check? Just something to just... I don't know lore-wise anything about Gulg other than what Herbie has told me. What would I know about their Templar at? Other than that they're a bunch of iron-fisted tyrants. I can only assume, but...
You could give me history, you could give me religion, either of those.
Yeah, well.
5.
5!
This is so far from Uric.
Yeah.
We're not even at war with these guys.
They're probably weird.
Yeah.
Who could
They
say?
seem wacky.
They live in the woods.
Who would do that?
Yeah, I mean, what's really fucked up about them is they don't worship the almighty lion.
That is super fucked up.
Yep.
I'm gonna hang them up next to these witches before we're done.
They should reconsider what they're doing with their lives.
Well,
We'll work on converting Marcus first.
All right.
Man,
Good luck.
he should be the easy one based on experience.
I know, he's like acting really resistant. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm about to literally saved your life today.
But then
Antorio will use Mage Hand to remove the small mug and bring it down to him.
You have a mug.
Alright, he will cast Identify on his mug.
Identify. Excellent. That's exactly what I expected you to cast. This is...
He's looking at kind of strangely. He's never seen a magical cup before with nothing in it.
Here's the thing that I'm looking for. I had a very specific thing that I was going to find.
Magical, but how strange. Who would enchant a cup and why? One way to find out. Takes out his pearl and starts moving it around it.
It's one of those things that has like I would just call it a mug, but the book calls it
A fancy word for a mug. So
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
Tinkered.
spindle. Spindlers from
Stein.
yeah, probably a Stein. Wait, maybe I should actually check Stein.
Did you try Tankard?
Did try Tankard. Why am I taking so long?
What's that fancy word for cup? Sounds like giraffe, but not quite.
Carafe.
Yeah, that.
Carafe.
Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, correct, yeah.
You already know, like, Herbie already knows what the item is.
No.
You want me to recite off what it does? What is...
No, I've specifically avoided looking at the magic items section, even though I do own the DMG.
Fuck, I'm gonna just go straight back to that.
C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me.
Eating so much junk food, but
I was gonna
now
say,
I want
just-
cookies.
Surrounded by disgusting things.
I only had one Reese's.
I've
These
eaten
are
way
pointed
too
at
many
me,
of these.
but I only had one.
We don't need this anymore.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I screwed up. This is a carafe.
Wait, seriously?
I'm gonna call it a carafe.
Oh, okay.
This is a carafe of commanding water elementals.
What?
When filled with water, you can use an action to speak the Karaf's command word and summon a water elemental, as if you had the Conjure Elemental spell. You can't be used again this way until the next dawn.
Interesting. Religion check. See if this item has any particular significance to like water clerics, or is it like an arcane item type deal?
You could give me one or the other, as you prefer.
What would the other check be? Arcane? I guess, yeah.
Sure.
23.
So... I'll tell you what, give me alongside that, give me a history check.
Okay. 20.
20. Okay, that's pretty good. So, there are lots of different veiled alliances. They're not necessarily directly connected with one another. They're aware of one another, and they'll help each other in times of great need and that kind of thing. But they pretty much do their own kind of thing. And last you'd heard, the ones in Gulg were really, really particular about, like... They don't oppose the Sorcerer Queen necessarily, because she actually has sort of this reputation of, oh, the forest is great. I'm in charge of the forest, but we need to protect the forest and preserve it, because that's what makes Gulg great, is the forest. So, as Sorcerer Queens go, she's actually pretty environmentalist. So the Veiled Alliance, at least as far as you've heard, doesn't do a whole lot of like, Sorcerer Queen. In fact, they sort of point a lot of their own efforts towards, yeah, we should protect nature and like make sure that everything's good and like spread the forest and revitalize the world.
Where else will we hang our witches?
Yeah. And so they have tended towards more like druidy and shamany type activities, which may put them in line with more elemental type worship, but not anything you've necessarily been able to confirm yourself. Just rumors.
Okay, but this item, by the sound of it, may be something that was once theirs. Then, if that was true, if that turns out to be the case.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if you're this close to Gulg and you've got this many wizards hanging on nooses, probably a number of them are Alliance members.
Right. All right.
If not all of them, as a matter of fact. I mean, being a preserver on your own in a city is pretty rough.
Strange though, if she's killing so many, they still don't have a problem with her. with her.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between directly opposing a sorcerer king and trying to steer clear.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Mind, any sorcerer king or queen regards magic very selfishly. They don't want anyone casting spells, regardless of what their aims are.
Right. All right. Toria briefly.
Think about what kinds of spells they could have access to.
This is a very interesting mug. Apparently, if you fill it with water, you could summon a water elemental with it. You could even do it again and again, though only once per day. I've heard that the Alliance and Gulg might actually use such things. It probably belonged to them. A great many of these, if not all of them, were probably members.
What sort of water? Like,
Yes, why don't we just add another to our merry band?
like
You want me to summon an
what
Inex,
about something that contains water but it's not entirely water?
So I think a carafe is actually like
It's
a
it's
pitcher.
taller. Yeah, it's like a
So
tall
this is
pitcher.
actually more like a mug.
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
mug.
It's, if you hadn't cast magic, it would just look like someone's little clay mug, which is probably why it evaded detection.
What do you? I'm sorry. What were you asking?
So, like, what about beer?
No, I think it would have to be water in this case.
Beer element.
Pure water?
Did it have to be
Where do we get
pure water, or just
here?
decently clean water from the identify check?
The identify check simply said water.
I don't know if it has to be especially pure. Just drinking water would hopefully be enough. I won't know until I try it, and I'm not in a big hurry to do that. Extra planner check, would that be Arcana?
That would almost certainly be Arcana.
Sure. And Toria's just trying to... Does Antoria know anything about how water elementals would feel about being summoned in this way?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. 13.
No.
Does he at least know on that they're intelligent and sentient in their own right?
I mean, you know, at least from your experiences with them, that they're not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
As to how they operate or whether they're actually sentient, difficult to say. They might just be really powerful minions like Bruce and Kurt.
Well, let's not go too far as power.
Yeah, they're powerful and not something to summon lightly, regardless of your intentions. But it is a nice thing to have. If you don't mind, I'll hang on to it. If it did belong to the Alliance here, it might help us get an in with them to return it.
By all means.
Alright.
We should move on. The stench is
Agreed.
growing foul.
As much as I would like to take them down and bury them, I have
Sorry,
to agree.
that's just Brutus.
As much as I would like to take them down and bury them, I agree with Kate. It would be a very provocative and unfortunately
Very provocative.
lengthy course of action.
Yes, let's not disturb the local political situation more than we already will once we start looking for that pillar.
10 minutes later.
Yes.
Anybody want to
Now,
Probably.
I guess we're resuming our march.
Okay.
I know.
I got it.
I'm a big.
I know.
You're a big peanut.
Giant. I'm Andre the Half Giant.
Did he say that line in a movie?
In
did.
Princess Bride.
Oh,
It's a great movie.
it
We
is.
should watch it.
It's pretty good.
You guys continue on.
Yeah,
Through the night.
Yeah.
It is night.
I guess
Yeah,
we're going all the way through the night.
Well,
Well, Brutus bearing the torch
Yeah,
was...
with the torch that doubles the. That basically lasts for an hour. Like
yeah. So around maybe 11 in the evening or something like that, a little before midnight, you guys spot some flames up ahead that look like they might be the torches belonging to the city. See a little bit evidence of more foot traffic. Maybe you can't quite see the city for the forest around it, but certainly there's some sort of a settlement up ahead.
And how far do we think we are away walking distance at this point?
Maybe a mile and a half or so.
It's about 10-15 minutes at most, sounds like.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
I will. Is that a 10-minute mile that we're walking?
Look, we're big adventurers.
That's fucking crazy.
No, that's 10 or 15, I said.
I'm real pale.
I will use control flames to put out the torch
Okay.
that Brutus is carrying.
It's not the only thing that should be
But
put
he's still
out.
carrying
Yeah.
the. Yes. I want to look around. Well, fuck. Okay. Well, I'll still try to look. I want to look around
It's dark.
for some sort of landmark or place that I could remember to come back to.
You find
A bunch of
40 dead wizards hanging
All
from
right.
the trees.
I will leave the two guys there, and I will command them to stay. That's all.
Just by the side of the road.
Just no,
my
stay.
God.
Like literally. Well,
AFK, guys.
Wait, hold on. I didn't realize we were on a road. I thought we were just traveling through the forest.
Yeah, we're on this.
You are traveling through the forest. You're traveling through what was at one point more of a hunter's path,
Okay.
and then has had a little bit of clearage, and now you're approaching something that's probably more like a country road leading up to the main road.
Okay. So I will instruct them to go out about 500 feet in a direction. Like, one direction from the tree, so that's a landmark, and I know where to go get them.
Okay.
And
You
then
spy a particularly dense cluster of trees
that's perfect.
and send them off to hide there.
Yes.
Cool.
There's something I would like to try too that might be useful if we're going to approach the city now. Are we going in or are we going to rest first?
I'm good with going
think
in.
we might as well
We
go
get
in.
a nice room there. With,
Yes, try not burning it down.
Well, I think we've been good. The last one we went to, we didn't burn down.
Well, there was the issue with my medallion
Yeah.
tipping off the other wizard there.
Yes.
He kind of went ballistic.
The time
on us.
before that,
That's
we burned
true.
the bar down. And the
I got
time-
turned into a pig.
Yeah.
That's true.
Then the time before that.
Also,
Forgot about the pig.
we should have.
I'm sorry,
If we get,
Aprig.
we should have
Aprig.
Wyvern was asking, "Are there bats in Dark Sun?" And I was like, "Oh, they're probably weird, like blacks."
Zabats.
Blacks. Oh, they're probably Zubats.
we should have signals if one of us gets turned into another unnatural being to know that that's what they are.
And then you just roll over.
Yes.
Funny
roll
enough,
over.
I might have a solution to that. What happened to Zambi got me thinking about that little problem. Give me a moment and I'll demonstrate.
Okay.
Antoria starts casting a ritual that is very unfamiliar and much more elaborate looking than any of the ones you routinely see him cast, like Alarm, Detect Magic, and Identify.
Are you doing like interpretive dance over here?
It's actually pretty close to interpretive dance, and he seems to be
Nice.
focusing on the three of you. He's not focusing on an area or something.
I'll be at a
And Tanger as well.
Templar come marching up the path.
And then
while he's fucking
throwing pixie dust
Bird has come
everywhere.
back.
And Tanger as well actually is also a target.
Okay.
Assuming the 10 minutes pass uneventfully, he will
do.
cast Rari's telepathic bond on the
Okay.
party.
All right.
And then Antoria concentrates briefly, and all of you hear a voice in your mind. Hello, can you hear me?
Are we able to respond?
You actually feel like you could respond to any combination of the voice.
So here's an
there's a lot of
interesting
witchcraft
question.
going on.
What does a voice sound like from a telepathic being? Does it sound like their normal voice?
Media has taught me it sounds like their voice, but echoing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But I
not,
want
and
this
not
to
There's
Sure.
maybe a little extra echo in Marvin's head.
Yeah.
I'll make sure Rari's telepathic bond doesn't address that issue, but I don't think it's going to be that specific about it. You forge a telepathic link with 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychically linking them to all others for the duration.
Oh, so wait, you could have included the zombies.
You could have. Well, actually, maybe not. Creatures with intelligence scores of 2 or less aren't affected.
Okay.
Until the spell ends,
Marvin's
My babies aren't stupid.
Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have a common language. Communication is possible over any distance, and it can extend to other planes of existence.
Oh shit.
It can?
Can't.
Okay.
But any distance on the current plane is totally cool.
So if you banish me, you won't be able to talk to me.
How long does that last, you said?
1 hour.
Okay.
Okay. And what did you say? Did you say, can you hear
I
me?
said hello.
You said
I said,
hello.
I said, hello, can you hear me?
Oh.
You can respond. Just concentrate on who you want to answer to and think what you want to say.
And I'll just say to all of them, I hear you. This is strange.
I included Tanger in the link as well. He'll be able to communicate. Actually, you hear a rather dignified voice saying, I don't sound like that. Because he's telepathic. He actually can speak normally in that way. So he should be able to tell you anything he sees while this is in effect.
And how long are we bound like this?
Only
Like
about
this.
only about an hour, unfortunately. But
What
it
level spell is this?
it's a 5th level.
There's no Marvin's asking.
Holy shit.
It's a ritual, though. It doesn't take spell slots. As
Oh,
long as
that's
as long as
right,
you know
okay.
it, you're good. And as long as you don't mind a 10-minute interpretive dance to do it. So it won't last, of course, our entire trip, but it at least should get us through the tough part of getting into the inn and getting settled in without any problems.
No, that shouldn't be hard, hypothetically, if we just keep our heads down. But
When has that ever worked out for us, really? Really?
Yourself-
Even once?
Don't sell yourself short.
Sell myself short. I'm not selling myself. I'm reviewing history. When has it ever worked out?
I have a
that
question.
History check.
Was Chevron included?
way? Oh.
You can retro. You can.
Okay, if I can retroactively, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Chevron is also.
This is invasive.
We can't read.
Sir, I sincerely apologize. I shall try not to take up too much of your time, and shall speak only when necessary.
Is that Tanger?
Is that not what you imagined?
Oh, well, yeah, that's close enough. I had done the voice last time. That's why I was confused. Yes,
Oh, I
that's
don't.
fine.
I didn't remember him speaking. I'm sorry.
No, yeah,
Like that
he,
is Tanger?
yeah, he sounds
Or
like a
is that
dignified.
like-
Yeah, he's
A
a.
pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Listen, about that whole lightning bolt fireball incident the other time, that was a misunderstanding.
It was actually shattered.
I understand
Shattered.
completely.
Yeah.
I've got a problem with birds, but just don't peck at me and we're good.
Noted.
So what he's trying to say is he's low on the pecking order.
Can we go into
We should.
Indeed.
This
Let us
doesn't-
move on.
This doesn't last that long, after all. All right.
Let's play the quiet game.
an excellent idea?
You lose. I win. Champion of the sun. Triumphant once more.
Might not need to dance so long next
Yeah,
time.
I'll look at Antoria.
To all other approaching travelers, there's just this band of
glaring-
people
he's like staring.
just so angry at one another but not saying anything.
I'll look at Antoria and say out loud, I'll be like, this was a wonderful idea.
If we'd had it when what happened to Zami happened, we could have possibly done something about it.
True, but we didn't know that she was going to get separated from us.
Who could have?
Is it easy to tell
Yes.
the tavern that was mentioned that was outside of the city walls?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as a matter of fact, as you guys approach, you get your first view of Gulg at the Forest City, which is brightly lit even now in the middle of the night. You can see that the city itself has no stone buildings necessarily, but it is a part of the forest that it celebrates, that it relies upon for its lifeblood.
Ooh.
So it's a giraffe city.
Did you know that the Romans called giraffes camelolepardus because that they thought they looked like a cross between a camel and a leopard?
Those aren't in there.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they're all
Waiting
by
on
the
the
trees.
Surrounded by a 30-foot tall bramble wall,
Oh.
just made of thorns. Thorns that actually
Nice.
seem to weave and move, almost like a sea urchin, always in defense of the great city. And then beyond that, you can see huts, no stone buildings, no monuments necessarily, just the roofs of huts. The Jagadas, the Dagadas, the smaller villages that exist within the city itself. And even here from the outside, you can see in the center the massive tree, Sunlight Home, where Lalali Pai, the sorcerer queen, makes her own home.
Is that this?
That is, yes.
This place is
And in front,
This is in the big tree house.
the Dagada that exists outside of the city, the place where travelers may convene and conduct their business outside of the walls of the city. And we'll pick up from there next time, I think. Sound good?
Yes, excellent.
Good game.
Good game. All
Man,
those
oh
zombies.
man. We got a lot of party members this week.
Indeed.
All good, all good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to join us this week. We'll, of course, be back. Is Bill back next week?
It's 3 weeks, right? Will we be back?
I think he's out one more week.
I think he is out
it's
one
3
more week,
weeks,
so
yeah.
we shall see.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
We'll be back with more Dungeons & Dragons next Tuesday, as usual. We'll be back Thursday with more Star Wars Imperial Assault, where I think we're...
Finally won.
I keep forgetting. I keep thinking,
It was close. It was down to the last actions of the last turn.
So it would have been easier, but we opened a box in our hubris. It was worth it. We got 50 credits.
You ended up beating them.
We did good. It's going to be a lot of fun. And in preparation for that, I might do another creative stream tomorrow where we're painting some figures or something like that, because it turns out that's a fun thing to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for the beans.
Oh, God.
Everyone likes beans.
Experience beans.
Yes, the one who is moving now. Oh, mercy me. Join along with us. We're going to go raid Fieldy Field, who is continuing her attempt. I think she's learning Dark Souls 3 speedruns.
She's doing that.
So let's go cheer her on as she tries to get good. Let her know we sent you. I did exactly what I always do, where I typed my own Twitch address. It's just, I'm so good at Twitch.com. That's where we're going. Lots of new viewers tonight, I think. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you like what you saw. I hope that you join us again. We play every Tuesday night, and we have fun doing it. So we will hopefully see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye. Bye. I hadn't thought about